Hey everybody, Scott Holden here. Before we get started with the show, I just want to take a minute to tell you where you can find us out on the interwebs. That's right. First, you can find us at ThatManOnFatman.com. That's right, ThatManOnFatman.com. It's the central hub and the place where you can find links to all the other stuff I'm about to tell you about. So we're on Twitter. You can find us there at ThatManOnFatman. We are also on Facebook. We have a Facebook page, so it's facebook.com/ThatManOnFatman. We're also on YouTube. On YouTube, you can find us at youtube.com/ThatManOnFatman podcast. We are also on Instagram, where we're ThatManOnFatman. And I believe we're even on, Snapchat, as ThatManOnFatman. So you can pretty much find us on ThatManOnFatman everywhere on the internet. Please friend us. Also, if you're an iTunes subscriber, please go and give us a review. It's very helpful. It's one of the best things you can do for any show that you enjoy. So leave us a review on iTunes. If you listen on Stitcher, we're also there. We're also on SoundCloud. So check those out, and we appreciate it. And now, we hope you enjoy the show.
This is Kevin Conroy, the voice of Batman, and I want to urge you to make a generous donation to the Wayne Foundation so we can stop the sexual trafficking of children. Do it, or I'll find you.
And don't forget to check out our good friend of the show, Mark Live, over at chundertunes.com for all your podcast animation needs. ThatMan on Fatman is recorded with a Zoom H6 handy recorder. Zoom. For creators.
Disclaimer. The show you're about to experience is for entertainment purposes only. The hosts use mature language and conversation just like in most of life. If you're too uptight, this might not be for you. All that said, we really do hope you enjoy the show. But if you don't enjoy it, expect a nice big shipment of my joyous Joker juice on your doorstep in the very near future. Toodles!
As the world's biggest Kevin Smith fan, I appreciate the fact that somebody finally made a podcast about that interesting motherfucker. So yes, you absolutely did the right thing. If I mean, you know, I know it's kind of gross for me to be like, yes, doing a Kevin Smith podcast was fucking smart. Yeah. But I do feel like it was smart. I appreciate it. I think you were right to do that.
Okay. What has two thumbs and is a huge fan of Kevin Smith? ThatMan!
What are we going to do about the Pancake Master?
We need a costumed vigilante is what we need. Justice can't be served unless it's being fought outside the system.
Here's what we're going to do, eh?
Oh, shit. It's ThatMan. Who is he? He's ThatMan. He's talking. What should we do?
Oh, there he goes by in the Thatmobile.
The what? Thatmobile, his car. Go get him, ThatMan.
Well, once upon a time, a regular man read a book written by the Fat Man. Tough shit, written by old Kev Smith. Kev said go out and start a podcast, and so I did, and I had a real blast. But my obsession was driving my co-host nuts. Didn't want to bring the podcast down. Needed Porkchop Murphy to hang around. So I created a new show with one heck of a plan, and I'd call that show ThatMan on Fatman, because we're going to chat about Kevin Smith. That's right, let's talk about old Kev Smith. Hey everybody, and welcome to this episode 100 of ThatMan on Fatman. I'm Scott Holden. I sit here in the That Cave with my trusted co-host and producer extraordinaire, Gene Holden.
Hi, guys.
And today is a very unorthodox show. It's episode 100, so first of all, we're ditching video. We're just doing it, you know, old school, audio only, which kind of makes it easier. The show's going out late because it took longer to put this together than I thought, just because of scheduling and getting the guests that I needed to get to put together the special segment that'll roll at the end of the show. And I'm joking because this week we're sort of expanding the ThatMan universe. Now, old school listeners of BCJ, Bone Crushing Juggernaut, the other podcast, which you haven't done in a while, it's not dead for any other reason other than, it's a Joey. It's Joe's project, sort of. So when he wants to do it, that's when we do it. So I'm waiting on him. But anyway, for fans familiar with that show, you may have heard the 2 guests that I've gotten for this week's show, and that's my kids. That's Cameron and Maura Holden are going to join me today. And what we did was we prepared a commentary track, as Kevin Smith would say, that nobody asked for. We prepared a commentary track to a film that is sort of part of what I would say our family legacy or our family lore.
It really is.
Sort of like the first movie that I was able to quote to my kids, and we would quote and just, one of those movies. And the reason why is because it was so offbeat. And if you look at the reviews, it got terrible reviews. It got low.
It really did.
10% tomato meter. I bring all this up, I think, while we're recording it. And it's the movie The Cat in the Hat. It has nothing to do with Kevin Smith. Has nothing to do with. So this is completely weird, but it does have to do with ThatMan. I'm peeling back a layer of my onion.
Well, and the star was just on Saturday Night Live, so you're kind of bringing it to...
Mike Myers?
Yes.
Oh, was he? Okay.
He was on Saturday Night Live. He actually sang a Canadian Christmas song with... Who was it, though? I can't remember.
I don't know.
Somebody remember and tweet it, just because
he was also on the Colbert... Not the Colbert. No, he was on... what do you call it? He was on John Oliver.
He was on John Oliver.
He was the Canadian.
He's still so funny.
Yes.
And you know what? He's aged. He's gotten heavier, but he's still so funny.
And I kind of talk about it. I think that we went to see this movie with, I think, no expectations.
Right.
It's The Cat in the Hat. It's a
really
book that we
good.
read the kids so many times.
Mm-hmm.
There was a point I could do it standing on my head, upside down,
Yeah.
with a ball and a bat and a boat with a little tiny man.
Yeah.
And a fan. You know what I mean? I could do the fucking...
Right.
I could do The Cat in the Hat because we read it to our kids, and also Green Eggs and Ham.
I know. I do not like it, Sam.
Yeah, so... The expectations were very low, and the fact that essentially what they did, the thing that many people complained about was the thing that I loved. It worked at 2 levels. It had humor that kids would get, the wacky, zany stuff, but embedded in there, Mike Myers was making all kinds of jokes that the parents would get.
Oh, yeah.
So,
like subliminal.
Yeah, well, not subliminal.
Not really subliminal.
Double entendre,
Double entendre.
And that's what I loved, and those were all the jokes that we would end up quoting as family
Really?
later in life.
There's so many cute
So
things.
so essentially think of this episode 100. We're sharing a part of our family with you,
Right.
because it is the holidays. This falls around the holiday season.
Well, and dare I say, we're keeping it 100.
Yes, we're keeping it 100.
Yeah.
Totally. So this came out around the holidays. It was November of 2003, which was wow. So and we saw it in the theater.
years
So
ago.
Maura was 2.
Maura was 2.
Cameron was 5.
Wow. And
And-
now they're 17 and 14.
Yeah, and we still, and you'll hear us all get a kick. Me and the kids get
Yeah.
a kick out of it. Jean
I have
was-
not heard it, but I
She
mean,
hasn't heard it, but yeah.
4 is a lot on a
That's a
commentary.
Christmas present for her. She gets to hear
I
it
know.
at some point in the future.
That's really nice.
There you
I like
go.
that.
Yeah.
And this is something that we'll have forever.
Yes, yeah, us listening to our wacky, but I will say there's points, everything is wrong with this commentary. We do everything wrong. The kids eat chips. I end up getting, somebody gives me a chip and forget it. You can't stop. So
You're chomping.
and I'm so against everything I say, but there you go. So yeah, we're doing everything wrong. We're chomping. At points we fall into the movie. We get sucked in. And the funny thing is we don't even have, the sound is off. We're reading the closed caption at one point.
Are you really?
Yeah, but we also know the movie so well that we're leading the punch.
Well, and I think it's been a while since you guys seen it. So,
In true commentary fashion, I watched it
Oh, you did
the
watch
day
it.
before. They usually say watch it twice, but I've seen it enough that once was enough.
Yeah, it is a great movie.
Yeah. I'm thinking there might be another. We might do this a little more often, like our family classics. There's a couple more I think we may want to do.
Well, there was one that I thought of yesterday I wanted to do, but I'm not going to say it.
It might be the same one.
Is it a Christmas movie?
No.
Okay.
But I did think of another movie that is sort of a family classic that we should probably do.
All right. Well, we can't tell any. It's got to be a surprise.
Yeah. So we'll bust these out from time to time. But before we do that, I mean, this is sort of this show is not like a regular show. So those who are pulling this up, going, "Oh, I'll jump in on show 100. This would be a good time to jump in." This show is not archetypal. We don't have. We're sort of letting go of our regular segments today because the movie is in itself 90 minutes long. So we're not going to cut that. We're not going to break it once it starts. That segment's going to roll out until the end of the show. So we're ditching all our normal segments, but we do need to do a little news for those. I mean, I've been teasing that the Prozac band was getting back together for the next show. And all was looking good until Monday. And it shows you how fragile bands are and how important, like in a band like that, you have 4 guys, all 4 are pivotal. So one guy all of a sudden can't do it. The whole thing goes bust and it stinks. And that's it's like, it's like podcasts are the same way. You don't have all the right members. It doesn't work.
Yeah, but
Same thing with bands. But bands are even more fragile because they require more players.
Right.
So that
actually,
we have to post.
You took it better than I thought you would take it.
Well, just because it's not like it's not like it's the end of it's not like this isn't going to happen. It's just like this isn't going to happen now.
Yeah.
So I took my lemons and I made lemonade. Kevin.
Damn, Kevin.
It's a K
You're always
name.
on our minds.
Keith has now been on the show, and Keith was incidentally the guy who had something fall through and in the end couldn't make it. And Chris has been on the show twice.
So he's not as important.
Well, it's not that he's not as important.
I know,
He also, in fairness, he was ready to go, but he had a lot of shit going on. So this not happening was a bit of a relief to him. So, I mean, it's not like he didn't want to do it, but he had a lot of shit going on. So Chris was like, oh, you know what? I was ready to go, but, the fact that Keith can't make it is sort of a blessing in disguise for him because he's very busy.
So then the time when it happens, it'll be the perfect time.
So, yeah, exactly. So then I said, you know what? These guys have both been on the show. I said to Joe, when I said, okay, listen, here's the deal. Keith canceled. I'm going to bag the show. However, I've had the other 2 guys on the show. Would you like to come on and we can just talk music? Because now I can introduce you to the audience.
Everybody will know everybody.
Yeah, and then sort of like,
he's been very busy on Facebook.
Oh yeah, that's sort of some of the stuff I want.
Cool.
Yeah, I want.
He's been putting.
I want to talk about all that.
Sorry,
You're taking the wind out of my sails.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so there's stuff I want to talk to him about. Yes, he's of the 3 of them, social media. Yeah, he's the most active. So I want to talk to him about that. I want to talk to him about what he's doing musically. So, this became a good opportunity to introduce. Yeah. And when I said to him, he was not sure which way to go. And I wasn't sure because of the 3 members, Joe has always been the more shy, the more reserved, of the other 3.
That's why it'll be great.
So, but he was willing. I was afraid that he wouldn't do it.
Did he say yes, right away? Or it took a little bit?
Let's see. One email he was iffy, and then by the next email he was on board.
Cool.
So it didn't take too much convincing. I was very happy.
Very
nice. I said we could just talk music for an hour. It'd be cool. So, and I can I can introduce you to the listeners as the other guys have already been on. So
right.
Yeah.
Wow. So then
and he's smart. I'm sure he sees it as, hey, this is a good opportunity, networking.
So then it's full circle.
Build my.
Well, that's really what it is. I mean, of
course it is.
It's fun, but it's also putting your name out there.
Yeah. And Joe's a very good guy and very good musician. He's been playing for forever. So
does he only play the bass?
Yeah, he is a bass player.
He's really good.
He's not like one of those guys who wants to be a guitar player or anything.
But the thing is, he's always been amazing. Just like Keith.
He focuses on that thing.
Keith, Chris, and you. You've always been talented.
Yeah.
Always.
I think bass player lends itself to a kind of nerd too. There are bass player nerds, and Joe is probably one of those guys because I know the type. Believe me.
But isn't that really? And I'm not saying this towards
you. It's a good thing. It's a very good thing. It's like a drummer nerd.
Well, I was just going to say that because the bass and the drums are not
the rhythm section.
Not the same, but they are.
Yeah, they are.
So
The
there
rhythm
must
section.
be drum nerds too, and I know one because you're right there.
You know, I've become much more fascinated with this idea of, you know, the more studies they do about drums and drummers and timing, it doesn't surprise me how much, you know, drummers or comedians and drummers, you know, there are many comedian drummers.
Okay.
Johnny Carson comes to mind as the first. You know, and drummers always tend to be funny and wild and sort of out there. And I think it really it's all timing, you know? There's this timing and rhythm and I think someone should do some thesis study, you know? Someone should get some graduate degree on that.
I think that too, and I think also I think drummer, I don't know, maybe it's just the way I'm thinking about it. Like they seem to be more social because they
I saw something
people.
They tend to be natural leaders.
Yeah.
And
I could see that.
And is it because we're able to, you know, I hate to say it, but in the old days, you know,
right.
We're the guy who can set a tone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then
at the dinner table.
Well, you know what I mean? Like we can set a rhythm and that becomes persuasive.
Yeah.
Oh, I also want to do a shout out to my friend Ann Kerwin out there.
Hi, Ann.
Who recently said a nice note.
Oh my God, she sent the nicest thing to me on my birthday. She said, "I'm so happy to hear all the great things that are going on and see everything." Because people like to see. Okay, can I just say, there's a lot of haters out there.
And I think she has a married name now, so it's Ann. I'm not sure what her, but she knows who she is.
Kerwin.
I forget what it is right now.
Oh,
shoot! I also want to do a shout out to the woman who gave me. This is going to sound creepy. The woman who gave me a massage the other day. Ew. But no, I was in rough shape because.
And how about the woman who scheduled your massage?
Oh yeah, well that's you. But I think her name was Denise. And where's the name of that clinic?
Oh, it's Atlantic Health.
This is
Wellness
a legit
Center.
place. This isn't one of those happy ending joints.
No,
Don't go thinking like that. This is like a health center.
Well, it's a hospital. It's a part of the hospital.
But now, Phil, can someone just walk in off the street and go there, or do you have to be a member of that group?
No, you don't. You
okay? Yeah.
I mean,
so if you want a massage, you can call up the Atlantic Health Wellness Center.
Well, yeah, you can call the Atlantic Health Wellness Center. That's in Morristown, New Jersey.
Yeah. Now, so if you're in town, I know this is like a very broad plug,
right? Or it's in. I think there's other ones because Atlantic Health is all over, like other parts of New Jersey. But all you do is make an appointment, and they're affiliated with the hospital. So granted, I can't foresee anything happening.
Yeah.
But if something did, you would have.
Yeah, it's a medical. What it is, the point is, it's a medical place.
Right,
it's not like, hey, down low, someone's going to give you a rub out.
Yeah. Well, and if they did, they'd probably be fired.
Yeah. So.
I'm not saying that's a bad thing. But,
yeah, I mean, this is not that place. This is therapeutic.
This is more of a professional environment.
Yes.
And they make it nice, don't they? It's
but
I
want to get to the point. This woman, 28 years of experience, knew what she was doing.
See, I didn't know anything about it.
She gave me this massage with also incorporating, I think, acupressure points and stuff.
Ooh.
And I tell you, she did her work on me in an hour. And I went home, and within a few hours, like by 6 o'clock, I was out like a light.
See, but that's
and I didn't get up until the next day, and I felt a lot better.
Right. Now you're back
physically.
feeling better?
Yeah, it's not 100%, but it definitely feels, like 80% improved since, before. And she even said, she was like, I didn't have the time I really needed. If you come in for one more session, we can, I think we can bang this out, kind of.
Wow.
Yeah, like we can get you fixed.
I'm amazed by people like that because 15 minutes in, I'm like done.
Yeah, and
it's not that I
have to say she incorporated stuff that like I've been to. We had members we were members of the Massage Envy.
Oh, Massage Envy, that's different.
Yeah, and it really is the McDonald's of massage. This woman, she's like, okay, I want you on the table this way with your leg back and so that what she was doing was getting my lower back
positioned in
like
such
in a
way.
straight line, like along the table.
Right.
Whereas, and it did require I need this hand up, but she knew exactly what she was doing. She's like, I need your hand here. Yeah, exactly. It's like I always knew that there's someone out there that knew to get to this muscle, you need to do this. Exactly.
Awesome, Denise.
So I was like, boom,
go girl.
And she's there on Tuesdays, alternating Saturdays. I want to say Wednesdays. So.
Yeah. She's not like Morris said.
I told her I would give her a plug.
Did you really?
Yeah, she didn't understand. I'm like, but can I say? I said, is there any?
Yeah.
I said, is there any restrictions or anything by your company that I can say anything? And she's like, I don't think so. I'm like, because I have a show and I'm going to say.
Yeah.
She's like, oh wow, I didn't realize. I'm like, okay. She's like, yeah, say something. So
it wasn't like the type
Denise
thing.
at the Atlantic Health Wellness Center in Morristown.
Right.
She was awesome, man. She knew what she was doing. That's all I could say.
So it wasn't like the one that Morris said that one of the girls that she listens to on and watches on YouTube said she got a massage. And the
Jenna
girl,
Marbles?
No, it wasn't Jenna Marbles.
Yeah.
It was
She talks about
the other girl with the lipstick.
Okay.
But the she said the girl I don't know if it was a girl or a guy, but they rubbed her vagina. They didn't rub her vagina, but they
Whoa.
grazed it. They touched it.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't think you need to touch my vagina on a massage.
Although I do think that, like, while in position at one point, the sheet may have slipped out and exposed
Your genitals?
the little guy.
You?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
I didn't care. I could care less. You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't bother. And it's not like there was anything in any
It's
way.
a professional. Yeah, there's
going
not
on
like
that
there's
way.
anything there. So
Yeah. Thanks. Oh,
No, but you
on
ju-
the on the
just said-
fucking
no,
show.
no, you just
Ow! The whole world doesn't
That
have
is
to
so
know
not-
that I have a 1/4-inch
it's
killer.
so not true. But yeah.
Yeah,
But you
thanks.
said it too. You said
Yeah,
it
my
too.
little raisin was
Your little guy.
was shrunken in there.
Your little man.
The turtle head was pulled
Your
in.
little man.
But yeah, so yeah, it was kind of weird. So.
She got to see your little man.
She probably did. Like, but then she quickly, like, I could feel the sheet quickly be covered up. You
Well,
know what I
then
mean?
she said
Like,
you got to come back, so she must have been
I
happy to
don't
see
care.
it. She was
maybe
ready
she
to-
didn't care that I didn't care. But
But you know what? Who really does care?
yeah, I mean, she's like a therapist, like a nurse. You see enough, I'm sure.
I think they may even be nurses there. Some of them.
And I think a lot of them also, they probably do have a lot of clients who keep their undies on, but I don't give a crap.
They have a lot of clients, I'm sure, that are like.
I've worked
very
hard
sick.
for this body in the last year. I'm showing it off anywhere.
worked
Hey,
hard
get
for
naked.
your physique.
Yeah, I'm off. I do the show in the nude all the time now. Actually, that's not true. Only the Bidells do.
Yeah, but how do you know they do if they're not on video?
I know. They say they do.
We do.
We have.
Yeah, we've had.
Yeah. I wanted to be the first people to have sex on the show, so we're going to get around to
we
doing
can
that.
still do that. See, now you're always the person to say, "Don't say it unless you're going to do it," and then say
I know.
it. So we just have
Maybe
to
that
do
we
it
should have
one
done
day.
that for the 100th
That's
episode.
it in our 100th episode. That'll be 101.
Yeah. Well, no, because the 101 will be Joe.
Oh, 102.
Joe Decker.
It's hard to follow Joe, though. I don't know.
Yeah. You got to save it for like something meaningful. Maybe the 1 year, or 2 year.
2 year. Wow. That's
I have the
crazy.
2 year coming. That's coming in February.
So
I already have an idea for that, so I know what we're doing
What else
for that.
have we
one.
done? What else have we been doing? I have.
Oh, wait. This is important. For the 100th anniversary, we do have to do this.
Right.
Because it's frightening. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, hang on. Where did I go? There it is.
Frightening doesn't sound good.
No, well, hello, everybody, and welcome to this first edition of That Man on Fat Man. I am your host, That Man. I sound deflated. Also known as...
You sound so.
You may know. I sound humiliated, and I just started. You know what I mean? Like
Shall be called
I'm so frightened.
Russian Juggernaut.
You can hear like the doubt of like, I know people are going to criticize me for doing this. Why am I doing this?
That kind of leads me as to why
The self-doubt is so evident.
and why Joe isn't here. Frequently on the show, I will talk about Kevin Smith.
Do you
So
have
much so,
any,
it's almost sycophantically.
It's like
I'm also like,
enthusiasm.
And maybe he might be right. It annoys him. He's got no beef with
My
him.
God, you're so monotone.
I
You-
guess
you're
it's
no,
just
you're,
become
that's not
I have
even
no
you.
idea. This is,
I think
So,
you were scared.
in all fairness, yeah, this is also my first solo attempt here.
That
You were
out
really
of my
scared.
system. I'll go over and I'll start my own podcast. Very much like my hero did.
Oh my God.
I'm glad you're being so entertained by this. You're laughing harder than I thought you
That's
would.
right. Kevin Smith started a podcast specifically about.
I almost sound drunk, but I know I didn't drink. I mean, I haven't had a drink. In...
Well,
Kevin
specifically
Smith
sounded
can do
hard
it.
to say.
So can I.
Well,
And
it was also
where
late
he
because remember,
encourages
my
people
first
to
guest
podcast.
was
Specifically.
I will podcast.
was in New Zealand, I believe, at the
the
time.
fat man himself, Kevin Smith. So the idea
I do sound
I'm
like
sorry.
is to get folks who
I sound like a salesman who doesn't believe his own pitch.
Smodcast Network and all.
I'm selling this vacuum.
I don't have the right
share
I know you're not going to buy it. But...
you know, reviews or what they thought was funny.
It's like Droopy Dog sells you a vacuum.
Yeah, either that or Eeyore. I don't know
the
which
week
one.
of shows. I also want to say that this is really done out of
pure
real
excitement
love of the show.
Yes, love, true, not excitement.
Yeah.
And his show.
I'm losing my mic here.
You know, the movies and the whole package.
Are you getting that buzz?
I don't want to get
I'm
too
very
sycophantic too
I'm
early,
very
but
serious.
I mean that's the purpose of the show.
My
Just
phones.
Sorry.
another way to get involved with other fans and take this show to the next level, and to stay out of my other podcast.
The next
podcast
I'm glad you're entertained.
So
I think people are going to
the
get more
solo
kick out of
bit.
that
So
than
each
anything
week,
else.
there will be a guest on this show
Yes.
talking about
Scott Holden's
Kevin
electric
Smith's podcast.
electric
And that'll be the
vocals.
plan. And hopefully we'll have multiple guests to talk about each show each week. And that's sort of the
Big
Clearing my throat.
throat
thumbnail
clearing.
sketch of what to expect. For those of you
Look at me,
who
I'm getting crazy.
have not turned it off yet,
Notice I ended it there. I ended the clip there too. For those of you who haven't turned it off in 100 episodes, so I do want to thank you all. Thank
Okay.
you so much because I mean that clearly shows. Had I listened to that, I don't know that I would have stuck around.
That
for
clearly
100
shows
shows.
you've never listened to the first show. But you know what? I did like it.
The
It's
joy,
really good.
okay. Now here's what's weird. I have very mixed feelings. Now, usually as a podcaster, the last thing you do want to do is recommend that first show because it is atrocious, and that clearly shows it. But the one thing that I will say about this show is there is a journey. I mean, there's a
God.
definite journey.
You've grown.
If you do listen to the first show, there's more than just us as podcasters and as speakers and as as partners on the show and all that, and as the show has grown, but also the dream of like, look at this convoluted shit. I didn't know what the fuck I was getting myself into. To 11 months later, meeting Kevin, to going on 2 years later. Now we're doing a documentary film,
Right.
just all kinds of shit that we never expected or would know.
It was never in our vision.
Yeah, you can listen to this unfold. Now, I went back finally. I finally went back and pulled the show and listened to it again with Malcolm.
Oh, it's a beautiful interview.
And I want to throw it out there. Malcolm actually is currently doing a Kickstarter for his current documentary, and I don't have the name of it in front
I
of me.
don't either, and I apologize because I'm
Now, the
not
fastest way,
prepared.
so to figure that out, just Google Malcolm Ingram
Yeah,
and follow his links, and you will get to him, which will get to his Kickstarter. I'm sure he's on Facebook.
yeah.
too.
Go to him on Facebook because he doesn't really.
He's not super active, but he's active enough.
Well, he doesn't really put stuff out about himself much, but he does.
Yeah.
So,
So, but there's a Kickstarter out there that he's doing.
right.
So go help and support that. It's the film is for it's about a group of folks in, I want to say, Toronto, maybe.
Yeah, it is Canada. Yep,
It's
for sure.
a city in Canada who are just like into this cult film, and I didn't do enough of the research, and I apologize. But if you're a fan of Kevin and you're a fan of Malcolm, check it out. It's different than what he's been doing the last couple films, so check it out. And support him if you can. Also, hey, while you're at it, please support What's a Podcast, the movie, the documentary film. Go to our website, ThatMan on Fatman, and click on the link to support us. We have an Indiegogo campaign going. We really did we tried to get the prices down. You can get a copy of the film, a finished copy of the film now for just $25. There is no standard offering higher than $100. There are 4 offerings for, by that I mean perks, sorry. There are only 4 perks that are $250. There's nothing higher than that in terms of perks. All the perks are built so that, it's one on top of the other, so that if you get... We did a lot of thinking on it this time, and we tried to keep the cost down for everybody. We grandfathered everybody from the old system into this one. So please help us out. We're trying to raise a minimum of $3,000. If you can help us out, we could really appreciate it.
Right. And you can get a copy of the movie.
Yeah, if we sell 120 copies of the movie, we cover.
Right.
We cover the advance. Essentially, if we sell 120 advance copies at the $25 rate, then we can cover this Indiegogo campaign. We know you're busy. We know you're shopping. We know you're doing all that. If while you're out there, you're spending money online, you want to buy yourself a gift for the future, invest a little in the project, we would very much appreciate it. Check it out. Again, go to ThatManOnFatman.com and click on the link to the Indiegogo campaign, or go to the Indiegogo campaign. Check out, it's called Podcast Movie, I believe, this time, or Podcast Documentary. So we didn't call it the same campaign this time. Best way, ThatManOnFatman.com.
And then you can
follow
see
the link.
Right.
You won't miss it that way.
And let's go back to Malcolm for a minute.
Sure.
It's called Phantom of Winnipeg. Now,
There you go.
I apologize because I'm usually prepared.
Yeah, but
this was kind of thrown together.
Yes.
Now, but it's a documentary about a unique fan community around Brian De Palma's movie Phantom of the Paradise.
There you go.
So go and help him too.
Yeah,
'Cause he's
support
awesome.
Malcolm. Yes, because
He's
now,
such a
okay,
great
now
guy.
in listening to the show, what I discovered was that quote, the part where I talk about him talking about the documentary and me clicking, I cut that out. I clipped it, probably thinking that, hey, this is a good idea. Why don't I remove it?
Just like we were talking about.
Why don't I remove it from the show? So I'm going to go back and look at the raw files and see if I still have that cut, because I think I would like to share that with the audience, but I don't have it prepped this time. So
Okay, I am.
But I did go back and listen to that show. So if you listen to the show, even
a
though I
great
say
show.
it might even be there, I know now it's not.
And that
I
was
removed it.
That was the coolest thing. I was driving home from work, and I'm always like, and I shouldn't be doing this while I'm driving, but multitasking while I'm driving. And that's how it came up.
Horrifying to me.
No, but it wasn't that bad. It wasn't like
All right, anyway.
But anyway, and then he's like, "Okay, I'll be on. Okay, I'll be home in 10 minutes. Okay." So like I had to drive home, and we were like quick interviewing Malcolm. It was the coolest thing. I love when shit like that happens. I do have to put a plug out for, Heroes and Villains Fan Fest, guys, is January 23rd and 24th in New York.
Yes.
Arrow's going to be there. I think there's some people from Flash are going to be there. There's like a whole bunch of people are going to be there.
We're going to be there.
We're going to be there. Check them out on Facebook. It's Heroes and Villains Fan Fest. And also on Twitter and Instagram, it's at Heroes Fan Fest.
Yeah.
And get tickets and go and meet people or just hang out. And, we're going to be there. So we're going to send some stuff out about it too. So, but check it out because it's going to be a cool time. January.
Yeah, we should mention also that we were at Walker Stalker.
We're at Walker
Stalker over the weekend.
How much fun! And can I tell you, there's so many people that don't know about
But
it.
hang on. Like, yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy busy, but like we had the best of intentions. Like we were there for a reason. We were there to interview some of the people involved with the podcast. Yeah. And as it turned out, they couldn't be there, so we shot a ton of B-roll. Then we were supposed to go back the next day. But then I got sick with some kind of freaking weird mutant headache.
I don't know what that was.
I don't even know what it was. Yeah, it started as a migraine. And it turned into like just congestion. And everybody seemed to get congested up that day.
Well, I don't know what, but like
even my son and like everybody just like their head just went stuffy.
Well, and there's something with the headache. Like some people just start with a headache and it turns into
it was
it's
weird.
Almost like the precursor for something. So,
but then it blew out. Whatever it was.
By
the next day, I was back on my feet.
But our camera guy, Damien, is awesome.
Yeah, he did a great job. He's more than our camera guy. He's our DP.
He's our DP, and I keep saying that. So I love you, Damien.
I keep having to correct you.
I apologize. And Katie. Katie was there, too.
Yes, she was.
Thanks, Katie.
Yes, thanks for helping out. And so we did some filming there. But all our best plans have now been shuffled to the Heroes and Villains.
Yes, it's going to be great.
So that's where we'll be doing a lot more work. Again,
and just think Arrow and Flash.
We're not there for that. We're there for other reasons. Thank you
Eye
very
Candy
much.
is always good, guys. You know
Thank
that.
you very much.
Thank you very much.
But that That con was very successful, just the right size, not too overcrowded. It didn't feel like New York Comic Con in any way, shape, or form. I didn't feel my life was being
And Noelle
in
was
danger. Yes, we ran into Noelle, which is very cool.
Getting her picture taken with the man,
Yes,
the man
we
from
hung
Walker.
out. We hung out with Ernie,
Yep.
which was fun
Yep.
because he had business to do with down in there.
Right. What is that guy's name from The Walking Dead that everybody loves?
I don't know.
I can't remember his name now.
Yeah, but she got
It's
her
terrible,
picture
right?
with
She
it.
got her picture.
She got her picture also with the Punisher, which is
And
now
the Punisher, yes.
You want to know what's funny about that? Our other cameraman bumps into him all the time.
Oh, Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So because he's in the Marvel DC universe.
And if you listen to the last show, you know.
Yes. And last show.
That was such a great show.
I have to say that was a great show. Thank you, Michael, for coming on. You were a great guest, and I think it sets a great tone for what you can expect from him in the future. You know, as a podcaster, I think it was a really good lead.
Right.
I love that show. I can
It
go
was
back
a
and
great
listen.
show.
It was such a fanboy geeky show too.
Well, and that's the thing. That is the proof that if you have enthusiasm and passion about a topic, the show is just going to be great.
Yeah,
just
and he
because
has-
that's what. If you bring it to the table, it just.
And he has knowledge, so he's like, yeah,
Right.
he's one of those dual purpose. Like he's a fan, a fanboy,
Right.
if you will, who got to work in an industry of fanboy,
Right.
or a fanboy, charm, whatever you want to call it, like a golden tuna.
Right. Well, and he is talking about doing his own podcast.
Yeah, and this
He's
is
going to be very
great.
good at it. He's going to be very good at it.
So for the film, there are a couple of subjects that what we're doing is we're interviewing them before they start, kind of getting an idea, getting them on camera as a permanent record,
Right.
what they expect out of it and all that kind of stuff. And then we're going to interview them along the way. We're going to probably film them doing their first podcast as well, if we can. And then a few months down the line after they've done it, as the film wraps up, one of the last things we'll film as, cut-ins will be their how it's going for them. So I think it's going to be very interesting, that part of the. I'm giving away too much of the backstory, but hey,
Okay, going back to
I
the
don't
walk.
think it's that big a deal.
That,
Wow, I'm overmodulating. Sorry.
The guy I was talking about is Norman Reedus from Walking Dead. Can I tell you though, going back to the Walker Stalker, the amount of people on his line, they must have had like 300 people on his line.
Yeah, and you know what?
And then Michael Rooker. I'm like, wait a minute, what happened to Michael Rooker?
And that's the other thing. Here's to find out that that one guy, you said that everybody wants
Norman
to meet.
Reedus, yeah.
That his signature value, or his value for the photo, because it costs money to take photos with these guys, and I don't know if I should say or how much or whatever. I think it's in bad taste.
Yeah.
But like one guy charges I guess because he's the hit of that show and he can get it. He costs a certain amount.
No,
and
he's
then,
Daryl. He's
and
Daryl.
then, but then Michael Rooker is a 60% cut in value. But yeah, he's been in Guardians of the fucking Galaxy.
Oh my God,
and Guardians. So like,
and he's been on our show.
and he's been on our show. And I'm thinking to myself, God, like, why isn't he at that value? But I mean, whatever. Good for him. Good on him. I mean,
Well, Daryl Dixon is.
I don't know the show well enough to judge why.
Well, I don't really either, but he is like the hot babe on the show.
But Michael Rooker is Michael Rooker.
I know, and
you know what I mean?
I think Michael Rooker
I think
is-
it's great that he only charges a certain, the amount that he does. I think it's a
Yeah.
great value. You get a terrific bang for the buck with Michael
Right.
Rooker over there.
Right. Yeah, and I agree. I don't get it, but the amount of girls and Ian, what's his name from Vampire Diaries was there. Summerholder. Yeah. Ian Summerholder from Vampire Diaries. Hardly any people on his line. I'm like, oh my God, it's weird.
Yeah.
I don't get it, but it's
But then again, think
It's the
of
attraction.
we were there very early. We were there pre-opener, and then we got to so we got to see the crowd enter. God, I've got like 10 minutes of nothing but people going by a camera.
But
when they're
can
on the way. I swear, it's
mobs.
nuts.
There were people even
10
showing
minutes
up
of
at,
footage. 10 minutes of
Right.
footage of just people walking in at the beginning of the day.
Right. But there were
10
people
minutes.
showing up at like 2 or
10
3 o'clock
minutes.
too, just for 3 hours. I don't get it.
It's cool. I love the ones who wave and cheer when they see the camera. Those are
that
the
part.
best.
But like, I don't get why. Like, if you pay,
So we got a lot
why
of
would you-
B-roll from Walker Stalker.
Why would you only show up for like 3 hours though? If you paid for your ticket.
If you get what you paid for, then you go. I mean, I don't know.
Oh, I guess that's
Why-
true. Yeah, I guess you pay for a certain thing.
But I think most people need the 2 days if they want to meet those people just because they have to stand on those lines all day.
Oh my God, Noelle was so
But
excited.
I'll also say the con does it smart. They put the centerpiece stuff right in the, like they do it all in one big room. So if you're online, you can still hear what's going on in the big room.
Right.
Like you're not cut off from it. You might not be able to see it well, but you still know what's going on,
Right.
and you still can be entertained.
Well, and they had
I like that. That's very smart.
Well, and then they had the garage area where like the food court was, and
Yeah,
they had some more people down there.
Because at this, like New York Comic Con, having to trek half a mile between, you got to plan all kinds of stuff out.
Yeah.
And they have the policy now: if you're sitting, you can stay sat, so you
Right.
can just go in a room and camp out. you
Right.
know?
Well, and then they had the Gotham panel, but it was right in the center area.
Yeah,
there.
I got to
so
check
you
that
could
out.
kind of stand like
More
off,
of Michael's
you could,
compatriots.
but you could stand more off on the sidelines.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
even
exactly.
watch it.
That's
You
what I'm
didn't have
saying.
to
Yeah,
sit.
yeah.
Yeah, you didn't have to
Just
sit.
as long as you weren't blocking exits or
I like
entrances.
I really like the guy who plays
We're falling down a
Penguin
well here.
on that. I like the guy who plays Penguin on Gotham. I think he's a great actor.
Yeah. So all this stuff has gone on in the last few weeks, and most of it's involved the movie. So the reason we were there was to interview guys who weren't at the con, ultimately.
Yeah, but we got a
we're
lot
gonna-
of B-roll.
Yeah, and
really
we're going to
good.
make up for it when we see them
Heroes and Villains. So
as
check
Heroes
that.
and Villains.
Check out Heroes and Villains the end of January. And
And we should also say this morning I posted a picture of coffee that was not Death Wish.
Oh my God, what was it?
It was Tito's. But
Yeah.
but the reason why we've run aground again. We love Death Wish coffee so much we fucking go through it very quickly.
I know we went through it and it's gone, so we need more.
Yeah, we have to order up again. So, but in the meantime, Jean ran out to the store and she saw Tim Hortons,
Our Canadian
and,
Brothers
yes,
coffee.
Yes, so
It was good.
our brothers and sisters. When I sent out the tweet, I forgot to say and sisters. I felt
It's
such a
definitely
sexist.
not. It's
But I was
definitely
thinking
not.
more of the, like all our Dave Mader and
Yeah.
and oh God, that was name just went Jody Simpson. Thank you.
Right.
It just came to my head.
It's definitely not like, knock your socks off, put hair on your chest coffee like Death Wish, but
No, it's not.
oh, it tastes
no, it's
good.
more. I mean, I hate to like
Mild.
because while they were here, Dave Mader and Jody kind of shit a little on Dunkin' Donuts. They busted the chops.
yeah, but it's good.
But to me, I kind of felt like it's in the same wheelhouse.
it's very similar.
Yeah,
It's very similar.
It's it's medium roast, not
Yeah.
bad. Good standard coffee.
Yeah, you
I like
probably
it.
need like 2, 3, or 4 to get you going, but that's
Yeah, I like
okay.
Death Wish. Yeah, that stuff's like crack, man.
So good.
It really is. That's what happens. You go through the other stuff so much faster because it's not
Yeah.
as strong. It's not
Yeah.
as good. It doesn't have as much kick.
And
So
if
there you
your
go, Death Wish coffee.
Death Wish coffee, we love you.
Yeah, we always love you guys. And yeah, so special guests henceforth will be getting packages via Death Wish. Thank you very much. So we'll figure out how that goes as we go. What was that? Why'd you just?
No, I'm just smiling at you.
Yeah. All right. Well, we teased it at the beginning of the show. We will now deliver. For those of you, now you can drop out if you're not into Cat in the Hat,
Yeah.
because for the next 90 minutes or so, well, it's a little longer than that.
See,
the
but-
kids and I will raps. I can't even talk. we'll joke around and enjoy the film that is the Dr. Seuss's The Cat in the Hat
Mike Myers.
with Mike Myers. Yeah, and a whole
Kelly
slew
Preston.
of people in there. Yes, so.
Who is Alec Baldwin?
Alec Baldwin, yes. You will hear all these names bandied about some more.
And the little blonde girl that Cameron always thought was cute.
Yeah, yeah.
Dakota Fanning.
Yes, Maura knows her name.
Is that what I said? Is that the right name?
Yes, you said it right.
Okay, cool.
Yes, and Condor.
Condor. That part is so funny. Condor.
See, there you go. See, look at that. Convex.
Convex.
Now that's my name.
That's my name.
See, I
Can
do.
tell you
There
that?
are some brilliant stuff in there.
Mike
There's some-
My-
and that's very simple. That's old. That's almost vaudevillian, but that works.
Is Mike Myers like that? You know how like some people don't like him. Is that kind of like the same thing? You know how like Jim Carrey's annoying, like The Mask. Jim Carrey?
Do I bet you? I wouldn't be surprised if Mike Myers is seen as polarizing, although not as much as Jim Carrey.
I just think he's
I just want to make
funny.
a comment about. Wait, I want to go on record as saying this, okay? Because I tweeted it, and I don't know if it has as much reach or people get the joke, but and Kevin's been talking about it. They've all been. I want to talk about Superman v Batman, the new trailer, very quickly. I am on board with Batman. Like, I agree. He is hands down the best looking, best sounding, best. Like, he fits the mold. I am so scared about this fucking version of Lex Luthor. It's really making me nervous because what the fuck is he? He's acting like, to me, he's an amalgamation of, well, he's dressed like a clownish Joker, but purple and green are also the colors of Lex Luthor traditionally in the comic books. So you can't really fault that. He's acting like fucking Jim Carrey's Riddler, and all of it stinks as bad as Fish Mooney on Gotham. And there's a reason they killed that character off. So to me, he's an amalgam of Fish Mooney, Jim Carrey, and frickin' and I don't even know what, Scott Pilgrim maybe, thrown in there.
Yeah,
because
he reminds me of him though. He
and
has
it's
that face.
not working. It's not working. He is not Lex Luthor. He's not the guy who will one day be president of the United States in one storyline.
Yeah,
he's not big.
Is he kind of like the Trump of our universe?
Yeah, Trump of our universe is probably closer to Lex, although, Lex is bald and clever.
Yeah.
I don't know. But there you go. Maybe we have certainly there are a lot of analogies you could probably draw there. The bad hair. He may be closer to to what's his name's portrayal. The guy in the original Superman, Gene Hackman.
Lex I liked
Luthor.
him a lot. I thought he was good.
Trump's Gene Hackman.
See, but you know what? That's the Superman I love.
Lex Luthor.
Christopher Reeve.
Well, anyway, there's a lot going on in that universe, man. That show. Oh, also, can I just say, I'm sorry, it's a big spoilers, but those watching Supergirl, it's not. And I felt like there was a lot of people out there saying, "Oh, it's getting," and I was feeling that too. But with the last reveal of the last episode, they turned that show on a dime and put it on the right course.
Yeah.
Because anyone who saw my tweet knows what I'm talking about, so I won't say any more than that. But the closer of the last episode of Supergirl, fans of the DC universe may spurt a little bit in their pants. Because it was just so on. And I wish I had a camera of me watching it, because I'm like, it's, and I'm saying the name of the hero. It's fucking this guy. It's fucking this guy. Girl, whatever you may have. And I was so right. And I was so like, oh, how come I didn't see this coming? And, things just got fucking real. This just changes everything. So if you're fans of the DC universe, you really should be watching Supergirl too. I love Flash. Don't get me wrong. And I love it. Love that they've been, that Kevin's been jerking off all over Flash too. I love it. I'm a late comer too, but I love it. It nails it. So
yeah,
very happy with the DC universe online.
I'm so glad that she's Supergirl. I love her
on TV. Yeah, she's great. She's
so
has the
good.
heart and the soul of the show.
She really does.
But this new thing for the geeks, and everybody already sort of knows about Red Tornado. So that was cool. So they're pulling deep heroes, deep stuff. But this was just knocked it out of the park for me. So, all right, everyone who doesn't, it's like, oh, what a jerk. But there you go. So get on Supergirl, because I'm not giving it away. I'm not giving the reveal.
You can't do spoilers.
Yeah, I know. Well, you can, you can't. So, without further ado, we'll drop you into the Cat in the Hat. We'll come back and just say our goodbyes after, and we'll call this one Show 100 for you folks. I think I've got everything on record that I wanted to talk about out.
Yeah, I think we talked about everything.
Yeah, about
Walker Stalker was the last thing that we
Stalker,
really did.
the band.
Yep.
What else is going on? But yeah, so
Indiegogo.
Yeah, the next show will pile up very fast on top of this one, because we're getting this one out late. So you're still going to get a show early in the coming week. So Sunday, Monday-ish. Maybe we'll press it to Tuesday, but no further than that. So, and I'm going to be sitting down with Joe on Saturday. So yeah, the show will come out pretty soon. All right. I hope you enjoy this show 100. I hope you enjoy this visit with my kids. It's very inside. Think of this as our one of our holiday offerings for you folks. And, it's family. Family. That's a callback to our massive. Oh God, you should.
Fast and Furious.
You know, I went back and looked at our numbers recently, and I was like, in August we had like a huge peak in visit, and I'm like, what happened in August? Oh yeah, Hitchbot.
Hitchbot
Hitchbot drove our numbers through the fucking roof. I mean, they haven't been able to come back from that. You know, they've steadily fallen off to more normal.
Oh, okay.
But man, it was
Hitchbot went up.
Yeah, we surged. I was like, wow, I wish we could stay there. But man, yeah, back in August we. So if you're still with us from August, thank you for sticking around for show 100, and enjoy this very non-Kevin Smith movie with my kids.
Yeah, but it is Canadian, so it's close to Kevin.
Yeah, Mike Myers.
Mike Myers is Canadian.
It's just, this is a goofy peel back inside of our family.
Right.
So enjoy. All right, everybody. As promised, here's the special, one of the special surprises. I don't know how this is special or a surprise. I've decided that for the holidays, to give you guys something a little different, little extra special, I would share with you my two retarded children for today. No, I'm kidding. No, see, I love the fact that, hang on, what did you say, Maura?
I said that's not a good word.
See, right from the get-go, Maura knows what's good and what's bad, and they're eating, so I've had their mics down.
Just because I have 47 chromosomes doesn't mean I'm retarded.
Okay, all right, stop with that. That's not even funny. But we do call Cameron Monkey Boy, horse-toothed creature from the jungle. So
no, we never added that part.
Now, I have a lavalier mic that is on the bill of my hat because I only had two of these headset mics that my children are now occupied using. So now the reason I've dialed these two kids in, and this is Maura Holden. Say hi, Maura.
Hi.
And Cameron Holden. Say hi.
Oh!
All right. Yeah, Cameron thinks of himself as funny, so he's dangerous. He's the worst kind of person to have around a microphone. The guy who thinks he's funny. He's not quite funny yet, you know. He hasn't reached his funniness zenith. He's not quite self-aware yet. He's, you know, like in that infantile stage of he's like, what do they call it? Virtual intelligence, not quite artificial intelligence yet. He's virtually funny. He's not quite funny. All right. Then what we're going to do today, for those who are still listening with all the crunching. All right, guys, come on. I got to turn your mics off. You're like monkey children.
I'm hungry.
I know, but no. All right, I'm turning their mics down for a minute. We're going to sit and do a commentary track for a movie that has nothing to do with Kevin Smith on a Kevin Smith podcast. The reason why I pulled this movie is it's very nostalgic in our family. I think it's sort of the first movie that we sort of bonded with and actually did lines about and from and would pull and just talk about them. And we'd probably watch this movie frequently just because it was just funny. It's a funny movie. It was bombed. It was given a terrible, I think it has like a 10% on Rotten Tomatoes. Oh, yeah. What? And it's, I guess, the reason and we're talking about the movie from 1993, or no, I'm sorry, not 1993, 2003, sorry, 2003. I got way too Kevin Smith. From 2003, Dr. Seuss, The Cat in the Hat. I'm going to take your mics back up. Stop chomping so much there.
After this bite.
Oh, you're such a jerk. All right. And so when the kids were little, we brought them to see this. Now, I think I didn't really know much about it, or I just heard that it was terrible. I had heard that it was terrible. Just that was the buzz. You know, when you get something that, especially, you know, something with a 10% on Rotten Tomatoes, you usually hear more about it beforehand. So, but it was a kid's movie. Maura was 2. She doesn't remember being even in theater. No. You were 5. since it was 2003, around 5 or 6.
It's like a kids movie that SpongeBob was a kids TV show to me.
Yeah, I mean, that was the thing. So we brought it. It was around the holidays because it came out in November. So we didn't expect very much at all. I didn't expect very much at all. I expected to sleep through it, really, if I recall. And what happened was they built into it a lot of adult humor. Now, I guess that's the thing that pissed a lot of people off. But since I went in expecting to, like, go to sleep during some kiddie movie, you got to watch out when your hand is in front of the mic and everything. You're bumping the mic all over the place. Yeah. What happens is I expected boredom and was actually pleasantly surprised at this. In like a Bugs Bunny cartoon of old, there was humor that was working at 2 different levels. There was humor for you guys and humor for parents who understood the meaning of, the double meanings of things that were going on. Yeah. Well, I think a lot of parents did get it and they thought that was...
This is dirty.
Yeah. But, like, the kids didn't get that.
They didn't understand.
Like...
They couldn't read in between the lines.
Yeah, they couldn't get the kids didn't get that. And there was so much, like... I love, and we'll talk about it more when we get it going. Like, there's stuff in here I love, like how they kind of, it makes fun of what would normally be a kid's picture. Now, I guess the reason people also took issue with it is because this is a beloved book.
That doesn't have any.
But it has, it's like a 20-page book.
We're gonna.
It's nice. It's Disney, and not Disney. It's Dr. Seuss. But this movie tries to stylize itself after that, and you could tell that the guy who directed it was, an art director on all these other pictures.
When did Dr. Seuss die?
I'm not even sure. Way to bring the show down more.
I'm sorry, but when was it before this movie?
A way to open with death.
Like before or after the movie?
I think
it was after World War II.
I think he had passed, and that's why his wife has now been cashing in, not to put it so crassly, and allowing the movies to become more.
That cash money.
Yeah, so. All right, so for those of you at home who are watching, we have it queued up. We're doing it on Amazon. If you have the disc. Now, nowadays, there's a couple of pre-warnings before the actual credits and stuff. They're like a little
piracy.
Yeah, the piracy thing. So we're going to roll with those in place. So we're just taking it back to 0. All right, this is our second crack now at starting this movie on time. We have it now queued up. It's at 0, 0, 0, 0, all across the board,
HD.
Ladies and gentlemen. We are in HD. We have the closed captions on. This is, the beginning of what I believe is I think it's funny. A lot of people out there did not find it so. I enjoyed
it. They have a right
Sorry,
to
I'm wetting my whistle there. Yes. So we're all queued up. We're going to hit play in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. All right, so it's playing. So what we have going on is we have the anti-pirating theft.
Piracy is not a victimless crime.
Yes. Then the big... Yes, it's yelling at you now. All right, so we have this is a PG movie. I could see for its sexual innuendo or whatever they called it. Adult-style humor, maybe? And...
It's not good.
This was released by Universal. Now, again, I think the reason a lot of people had issue with it, or a lot of parents took issue, was it's like they were going to this movie... And they thought they were going to go see this watered down,
boring,
milk toast. Oh, the Cat in the Hat, sort of. But how can you make a live action version of
a book that has nothing in it?
Yeah, I mean, they did 30 minutes on TV, which is like 22 minutes, and that was as close as I think you're going to get. Now, I love the way they stylized it, like the book,
cool.
and they the Universal logos.
That's my favorite one I've seen.
The blue and the red, so they go for the Cat in the Hat style, and
I just remembered the first scene in the movie.
And it's DreamWorks, so there you go. It's Spielberg's company. I don't know how much film buffiness you guys are. I know my daughter.
It's a cat.
Yeah, DreamWorks is Spielberg's production company.
You didn't know that, Maura?
No.
Yes, DreamWorks. Spielberg.
Is he actually German?
No,
Is that German?
No,
last name?
that's actually a rip from The Simpsons. Now that I think is a totally
That's awesome.
I think they took they just kind of colorized or, like
Still cool
rotoscoped
looking.
is what they used to call it.
Still looks cool.
Imagine now, I don't know if that's associated with Yoko Ono or not, but it may be.
What?
That's John Lennon's wife.
I know who it is,
Imagine
but-
Entertainment.
That's what.
Okay, narrator. There are gajillions of stories.
Gajillions!
Okay, yeah, so they're kind of tipping their hat to they open with the book. They get the animations
They kind of have to have
from the book.
They have to have something to do with the book and the movie.
Yes. Now, I don't think Conrad was the name of the kid in the book. Do you guys remember?
I have no clue.
I thought Sally was right.
Sally
I
is
thought it was
definitely
Sally and Dick. And I think that's
I
probably
don't
why they
think that's
changed
it.
it to
Oh, no.
Conrad. Notice how the town is called Anvil? Get it?
No.
No, I don't
Like
get it.
towns are like Smallville, Hartville, Anvil. Anvil's like the thing that you
Oh,
bang. That you force-
Dakota Fanning.
That's a
That's the name I
terrible
was trying to
joke.
think of.
Is that the little blonde girl?
Yeah.
Yeah. She got pretty big for the moment there. I love the stylized everything. These Ford Focuses with like blouses or skirts on them. That's really what they look like. They're
It's like 50s.
yeah. Well, that's the sensibility I think of.
I like it.
Yeah, Hank Humberflu.
That's Aladdin. That is not the 50s.
Now, this was one of the jokes that we would, if I recall, this is one of the first family callback lines. Yes, fired. Now, there we go. Here we go. This is Kelly Preston.
That's a wig, right?
Yeah, but she's still looking good.
Is she a redhead?
I think she's blonde, but, she's like you blonde. Like she probably darkened up, but since she was once blonde, she can still wear her hair light. Yeah, and I'm not sure who this guy is, but
I know, he looks familiar, though.
yeah, I think he's a Saturday Night Live alum.
Oh, okay.
And
Humberflu.
apparently the gag is he's a germaphobe. So instantly this guy shakes
like
his hand with
guy's
a big
hair.
alpha. Yeah, that's my personality. Fired. Yeah, so like we would say that a lot around the house. Fired. You're fired. Fired. There's a better callback later that I think is brilliant. So everything is very stylized. The look is I like the look. It's very, it's out
Aesthetic.
Yeah, it's
arty.
You are not in the real world. You are in a Seussian world.
How long did it take to
Like that's even the fonts are very Dr. Seuss like.
Yeah.
And he doesn't like children. This guy, he's not fond of kids because they are messy.
Watching this, I don't even remember the words. I just
You're
remember what happens.
fired. Now that is what you would call an abusive boss.
Yeah.
In real life, you don't want to work for a jerk like that.
Yeah, but this is Dr. Seuss world. It's fine.
Yes. I'm sorry. Like, even Grandpa, Grandpa Joe.
Yeah.
He can't. I forget. I think he saw her on the street, or he met them in an elevator or something. But he saw Kelly Preston and John Travolta once in person, and he said that she was stunning. So
That makes sense.
Yeah.
When was this?
I don't recall. Like we're going back, quite a while.
No.
So he probably met her in the '90s. We're talking, maybe even in the late '80s. Hey, based on a book by Dr. Seuss. Yeah, even look at the aesthetic. Look at the sky. It's all swirly. I wonder if that's probably a matte painting right back there.
What was the budget of
Yeah,
this
you can
movie?
kind of tell.
I don't think it was very high. I don't think
Yeah.
this is very big.
Well,
it
they did well
it
with
didn't
what they
need
did.
to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. Look at us. We're all we're going to bat for this movie. How sweet it was for us. Now here we go. We meet our problem child. The down. I love how they go for big-eyed kids too. I mean, they even look for kids who have that Seussian Campbell soup kid face. Like very apple pie, very mushy faces.
Look at this kid's a jerk.
I remember
Look what
how
he's doing.
I remember how you used to be like indoor stair luge.
Like, what is this kid doing?
He's making his indoor stair
He
luge.
reminds me of you, and I am sad.
Yeah, there you go. Ha, ha, ha. Only you do more dance. You're not as brainy. You're dumb.
True.
I think more.
You can't do any trigonometry.
I can't
Like,
either.
do high, do
That was
high,
lucky.
do high.
That was lucky.
Really? It was all lucky guesses?
No.
I like how the teddy bear is his
educated guesses.
Yeah.
Like that's
like
gonna
his
stop
cushion.
anything.
That's the cushion in case he cracks his skull. He gets rocking though.
Are
What does
those
he got?
strawberry shortcakes on his
Right in
chest?
his pants.
Yeah, he has a grill cover, I believe is what he's using.
That's a funny thing. He eats the bread that he just put in his pants.
Yeah, that's kind of gross.
Hey, it was in a wrapper. It's fine.
Dude, you're wasting those strawberry shortcakes, man.
I know.
I'm so hungry for those right now.
You can get some.
I could eat them right up. I was watching a thing about Nathan's hot dogs yesterday, a documentary, and I sent Mom a text. I'm like, you have to come home with hot dogs and buns. And then I fell asleep, so.
Oh, it was fine.
Oh! And down the thing, and there's our
He
problem
went pretty
child.
far.
Yeah, he did. We got going, and he totally crashed.
And complete luck that he went
And the
outside,
dog
too.
is down the street, and oh my God, I'm just commenting on what is happening in the movie like
Wow.
it is. So this is the precious dress. This dress is important. Pay attention. Very important. Do not ruin the dress. It's a big gag setup for later. So pay close attention to the dress that goes
His
in the...
eyes. His eyes are like bright blue. Like, it looks like he doesn't have any pupils.
Yeah, I wondered if they shaded some of their eyes.
Yeah.
Like colored contacts.
Yeah, or
Yeah,
or
because her eyes are
CGI
like that
shade.
too.
And very green, I think her eyes are. When
Yeah.
you see them later, they match her dress.
Yeah.
Very much so. So yeah, I think there probably was. And that's, if they did that, that's a lot of CGI pain in the ass. They probably had them in contacts, I would think. But who knows? Maybe it's easy to do that now. Dear Sally, dear Dick. I do like how it's
We're calling him
Conrad,
Dick now?
Condor, Convex. Oh, here we go. And we meet our Baldwin. The highest class of Baldwin.
Is he even doing anything anymore? Is he?
Oh yeah, Alec Baldwin. He's
He's
always
huge
busy.
now.
He's always doing stuff. He does a lot of TV. He was in that show 30 Rock for a long time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he never has to worry.
He looks the same.
Yeah, he was okay. Do you know like the series of those movies with like Patriot Games and I can't think of the name. Jack Ryan is the name of the detective or whatever you want to call him.
That sounds
I
familiar.
mean, like
I think I know what you're
the
talking about.
police shows or whatever. Like the.
Well, they're movies, and they were based on novels.
Nope.
Well, he was the first one out the gate as that character, Alec Baldwin.
The suit makes him look like the Joker.
No, it doesn't.
In the movie called The Hunt for Red October.
Oh yeah. I
With
know that movie.
Sean
Connery.
Yes, Sean Connery. I can't talk anymore. I sound like this. So, the subplot for those watching at home is, Alec Baldwin
He's a
is
jerk.
trying to woo the hot mom, the hot single mom.
What happened to their dad, or did they not have a dad?
He died.
You know what?
He probably died.
Yeah, they never go into that. It's not even that there isn't a dad in the book. These are all inferences. These are all added for what they call plot and story structure.
The thing that the book didn't have.
Yeah.
His eyes are like that too. It's definitely contacts or something.
Yeah. So so he's trying to get the kid,
'Cause he doesn't like
the
it.
boy in particular, shipped off to military school because he sees him as competition for Joan's attention.
Freudian theory. I know that.
But of course,
the phone.
while on the phone, we get to find out that he's not the nicest of characters.
He's such a doofus.
Yes, he's a total jerk.
He's so
essentially,
intimidating.
He's our bad guy. He's not all he seems.
I like what happens to him in his apartment.
Yes.
Oh my
well,
God,
we'll
yeah.
see all that later. We don't want to give away too much
I'm
too
not-
soon.
I'm just
We don't want to spoil
Foreshadowing.
this 10% movie on Rotten Tomatoes. That is our family clown.
That's
I mean, let's
child
face it.
abuse.
The movie does not get funny, or it does not really arrive until
The cat.
we meet our cat.
Yeah.
Yes, our 6'2" talking
With a hat.
seems like very Semitic. His accent seems very Jewish, for lack of a better term.
He's a Jewish cat. Oh, I hate
I tell you, every time she's on screen, she's all I can pay attention to. I don't know.
because she's different color and stuff.
Yeah, and she's pink and purty, and
He's
all that.
purple and boring.
Yeah. Yes.
And he's also not as
And
good
trust. There was a time he was a dreamboat, but he's like everyone. We all
looking.
get
Now
old.
he's like that.
There was also a time when he should have been the pick for Batman because both
Oh my god.
I could see it.
I
yeah.
could
both
see
he
it, but-
and both he
Clooney?
and no, what's his name? The guy who did play Batman.
The first one?
Yeah, Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
Were both in Beetlejuice, both directed by
Yeah.
the guy who directed Batman. He could have picked either of those actors. Which one do you
Oh
think?
my
would have
God.
been-
That guy's hair. Oh god.
You know who that is? You know who that is?
He looks so familiar.
That's
Who is
Ron
that?
Howard's brother.
Who?
Who
That's
is?
Ron Howard's younger brother.
Who is?
Somebody Howard. Ron Howard is a famous director.
Oh, okay.
He
Is
looks
he
He
in,
was
familiar.
he was also Opie Cunningham.
Did he have anything to do with
He
this
was
movie?
Opie in Mayberry RFD, and he was Richie Cunningham in Happy Days with the Fonz.
Oh, yeah.
But then he went on to become a famous director.
Yeah.
He's directed such things as Apollo 13 and
So stupid.
let's see, what else? Gee, I can't think of. He's got something in the movies right now. He's also doing a lot of documentaries of late. He said he was on Nerdist not too long ago.
Nerdist. I know what that is.
Again, folks, if my mic
Her
sounds
name is
weird,
Miss Kwan.
oh, the kids loved Quan.
She's funny.
Yeah, well, you guys
And
used to make
fat.
a lot of Quan jokes.
She's like, what's her face from Family Guy?
Oh, yeah. That girl, that lady.
Which
no,
one?
No, my baby.
Yeah, that one.
No.
Oh, you mean the housekeeper?
Yeah.
Is it
Yeah, one's
Consuela?
Spanish and
Or
one's.
is that...
But she's supposed to be Asian.
Oh yeah, because of the. Oh yeah.
I thought it was all the plastic surgery.
Yeah, the joke
But-
that Cameron likes, which is you show him no big government. It's coming up,
Or the-
and it's like wrestling. or
Which is
whatever.
the one from The
You tell him Kwai
Incredibles?
Chang.
Which is the one from The
See, that's a
Incredibles?
great- you used to- and what's so funny is that you were like 5 and you thought that you thought that was hysterical.
Oh, it's still the same person.
Yeah, exactly. You're still a monkey boy,
What's
horseshoe
the-
creature from the jungle.
Because it's so out of the ordinary.
Yeah,
What's
it's
the
so
little
funny.
girl's
Asian
name
television.
from The Incredibles?
Is it clarified where this place actually is? Where they
No,
actually
it's in Anvil.
Are they in, okay, but where-
Remember Anvil?
in China?
No, they are in America.
China.
Well, they're getting-
I forget where they're from. You'll see it on the screen when they show it.
I have a
We're jumping
question.
ahead.
God,
Everyone's like, "What
I
are they
wish.
talking about?"
What's the girl's name from The Incredibles?
Which one?
Violet.
No, the one with the glasses that made the suits.
Oh yeah, she is kind of like that too.
Yeah,
yes.
she reminded me of.
Yes. Oh shoot.
Oh, yeah, the little lady.
We're all thinking.
No capes.
Edna Moll.
Yeah.
Yes.
No capes.
That's a great movie. That's one of my favorite superhero movies.
They're coming out with another one.
I
think.
know.
Well, is it going to end at where the first one ended? Or start with
We don't know. We don't know.
with the mole guy?
Nobody knows.
Let's hope.
That mole man!
Nobody knows. Now we get to find out what's really going on with Larry.
He's not ugly.
Well, he's not ugly.
Lawrence.
He's that kind of guy. He looks the same just because of how his face looks.
Now it's funny. The choice, that's an old Thunderbird. That was a reissue.
I kind of want that
All right, in
I
the
like that car.
1950s, there was a 1950s Thunderbird. And then in the 70s, it kind of became, it became a family car. Then they stopped making it. Yeah, that's it right there. Taiwanese Parliament. That's what it is.
Big government.
Yeah, exactly. You show him Kwai Chang. And what's funny is if you're no more because if you're watching at home, they insert like Chinese like kung fu movie noises like wah wah.
That's so racist.
Aww.
That's so racist.
I guess she's Taiwanese. What's with the purple hair though?
I
Funny.
don't know. Yeah.
So now they actually start to talk.
If she had gray hair, it wouldn't look as good.
Yeah. Still cracking up over that. That's so
Now this is how the book actually begins.
yeah.
Because that's
And
from
that
the
cold, wet day. Dude, you guys don't know. There was a point where I had this and green eggs and ham memorized. I
my
could
God.
do them
Why?
with that because I would read them to you guys
for bedtime stories like every night. So I just had them
You
down.
have to show me this movie.
And you kind of knew it too. It was annoying because after a while, like you knew I was just doing it from memory. You'd get mad at me because I was like running right through it. So you'd want me to read other books.
How that bump made them jump.
Yes, how that bump made him jump.
It's kind of dirty.
They saw him step on the mat. They saw him, the cat in the hat. And he said to you,
No,
why
stop.
do you two
You're
stare at
ruining
me
the
like
movie.
that?
Spoilers.
I know it is wet. And the sun is not
Spoilers!
But we can have lots of good fun that is funny. I know some good tricks.
Oh my god!
You guys don't have to see the movie anymore.
It's like
It's fine.
it's like I can't even turn it off. It's like muscle memory. Once it starts, you can't stop.
Because everything.
I don't know him
rhymes.
as well as I used to, but like, I'm sure I'm screwing it up. Condor?
What happened? What happened?
What kind of name is Conrad?
Scream and run.
I don't know. I like it. I
Come
like
on,
Conrad.
Now, what is that? What was that? Was that a cat? What is?
It was like a bear stuffed animal.
Oh, okay. Pussy.
Oh!
Here we go. A mutant freak animal is in my
Could
house.
you actually imagine seeing that? That'd be
Scream and
so
run.
scary.
Yeah, it would be. It's like the freaking. It's like the Burger King thing.
I'm gonna be him for Halloween.
No,
God,
don't.
that's so creepy.
Actually,
That is one of the scariest things. So maybe you should.
I'll
And I'll be the cat in the hat.
I'll dress as Santa Claus.
Humongous, big boned, or jolly. I don't know why I'm talking like a Jewish grandma. But you'll settle
It
in.
sounds
It'll all
funny.
be okay.
Screaming
Why didn't he lock the door? I don't even think they have locks on the doors.
That was a giant cat. But that's impossible. Impossible! See,
That
'cause
must have been
this
annoying with
these
the
are where
gloves.
all the lines that we would do come from. Scream and run. Like that. Like, this is where all the lines really do. This is where they come from.
The gloves must have been annoying because he puts 2 fingers in one of the.
Yeah, because he has 4. Like
Yeah.
later he'll say, "Give me 4," or "Give me 5." And I said,
Yeah, he's like that.
Yeah. Yes.
difference,
Feline. Yes. Now this is where I said, "Wow, wait a minute, I like this," because he can't he points out he doesn't rhyme. He's turpentine.
I got nothing.
Yeah, so and he's not so good with the songs, and I love the fact that because I hated musicals as a kid. I'm like, really, we're gonna sing now? Fuck this.
Yeah, it's annoying.
So here they kind of make fun of him, like how many shots or whatever. We'll get there. I'm jumping ahead, but you'll see. He's very awkward looking. I mean, but
You can see where the
'Cause he's a
face of
giant
the first
cat.
stops.
I know. I mean, it's just they're trying really hard, but I mean, they want it's like they hired Mike Myers, so they want Mike Myers, but at the same time they want the stupid cat. So
I like Mike Myers more.
you know who wanted to be this guy?
Who?
I've read.
Who?
The guy who was in why can't I think of his name? Buzz Lightyear.
Tim Allen?
Tim Allen, yes.
Yeah.
Tim Allen.
No.
Yeah, notoriously, like I had heard, had always wanted to play the Cat in the Hat.
Hmm.
So I wonder how he felt about this.
I don't think that would work.
Here we go. Like they're even cutting in like the surf music and. Oh yeah.
I would say the effects in this movie are pretty bad looking now. Just because it's so
Oh, it's
old.
not that bad. Now
Well-
now hang on. Now this is a very adult
This
joke.
is funny, yeah.
Oh, that's awkward. Awkward. Now that is like, and ironically, Playboy is now done. They're putting out their last nude edition.
Really?
And,
What?
yes. No more nudity in
Well, we got
in
the
Playboy.
internets now.
Yep. Well, here we go. Who is this dreadfully uncomfortable woman? You pay this woman to sit on babies? This is a good one. This is a line we use a lot. That's disgusting.
That's disgusting.
I do it for free. Here, I'm way ahead of the joke. So, sorry, folks, if you're watching this for the first time, I don't know why you would be. Spoilers. I'm ruining all your shit.
Watch it first and then listen to us.
Yes, exactly. As if you ever will.
Yeah.
Now this is the phenomenon. This is another good thing. We're loaded with good gags. You get all kinds of bedwetter
His
jokes.
eyelashes are scary.
Well, he's a cat.
Serial arsonist. See, these are the jokes, and you're like, no kid's gonna know what that means. What is that?
Control freak.
Yes, and then for the kid though, this is even more horrible one. Like, because he never tells him that what is real, what is until the end. Like, you never get the true reveal. Oh yeah, you got the rule breaker. He becomes a bedwetter.
That's nasty.
Poor kids who wet the bed. They be the subjects of jokes. They can't help it.
Could have changed.
Yes, it's not quite the same without the big Jewish grandma voice at home, hopefully. Yeah, now, there you go, like an insurance carrier joke. $700. What kid's going to know what this means? Here we go. The pale objections to the adult.
Oh, God.
The other one is the musical number. And the kids are like, how many shots? I love that. Aren't you precious? That's great, because now we're not doing a song. But he is still doing a song. It's just barely much of a song.
It's funny.
Yeah, it's over as fast as it starts, if I recall.
No, it's pretty long.
It's just a fine. Oh, Scar. Ooh, I shouldn't yawn. That's terrible to do during one of these commentary jokes.
Oh!
Why did I do that? Oh, dear.
Sorry, it's contagious.
Meow.
No, he starts. Yeah.
Hairball. Oh, yes. The obvious. Hey, so, do you know that I spent 99 cents today on...
Hey, it's mine.
Did you know that Kevin Smith and Andrew McElfresh have started a new band?
Oh, the fish is talking.
You know what it's called?
Huh?
Meowtalica.
That's not funny.
And you know what? They put out their first song called Ringtone 1.
Oh my God.
And I'll do an impression of it. It's the two of them going, meow, 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 meow.
Scrapped onto his fake boobs.
Yes. Oh, yes. They're oranges.
They're fake boobs.
Now, you're going to get this crunching action, folks. As if you're...
Of my chips.
As if you're in the theater.
Bah.
Oh, you gotta love those salt and vinegar ones. They kind of taste like lye.
You never learn anything fun.
Yes, this gets very awkward. I'm a girl. Can't spell fun without you in the middle. Oh my God, that's so ironically genius.
What? I don't even remember half the stuff in this movie, and I see it. I'm like, oh my God.
That suit.
The problem is
amazing.
It's almost like I wish we could hear it because, it's coming here. The stabbed in the ass joke. Oh!
It didn't even hit him. It didn't even make any sense.
Now, this is right out of the book. Right here.
Yeah.
The fish and the rake.
Genius!
And the umbrella and the cake and the little old man or whatever the fuck.
What?
I don't know. There was like a boat.
Yeah, it's a boat.
A toy boat.
Books. Books are not fun.
Bottle of milk. The fan. Oh, yeah, that's right. The fan.
Wait, he said,
there's the
I'm
boat
happy
and a little
as a
tiny
clam.
man. There he is. The boat and a little tiny man.
Why would he willingly drink that?
What's with the little tiny man,
He said he's as happy as a clam, but why are clams happy?
I have no
Don't they
idea.
get eaten?
Because clams in that movie sing. What's that movie? In that movie, they're going with the mermaid, Little Mermaid.
Oh, do they?
I think they sing in that movie.
And that
I have
makes
no
them
idea.
happy?
I have no idea why
Sure.
I'm happy. I do not know the etymology of that statement. Recently on Edumacation, they asked about Scott Free. Who is Scott? And they had no answer.
Is it you?
No.
That was wicked.
Now, there's a talking fish. I could take that back to Edumacation. Right now, they're doing a short film about their talking emo goldfish. Who has to swim around in his own poo all day? He doesn't like to, because his life is awful, because all he does
Oh yeah, I like that
eat
too.
and swim in his own poo, and then he dies, and someone flushes him down the toilet.
It's terrible.
Now, this is a great joke.
Oh,
Something
yeah.
magical and full of wonder.
It's called a contract.
Now, this is great, too. The magical time-traveling elves. They're my lawyers. And they still have very Seussian look to them, too. They all look like the kind of Seuss characters.
Yeah, they do.
Yes.
They're Seuss serious.
Yes, and of course you're having children sign a contract with no guardian present.
They didn't read it at all.
I believe it would be... that in and of itself would make the contract null and void from the get-go.
Well, this is from a magical universe.
Mamma Jammas.
It's magic.
Well, this is in the magical town of Anvil.
It has no parent supervision.
It goes against your better instincts.
Yes.
Sign here, sign here, sign here. Not here! I remember that always. Yep. Spayed or neutered. See, you know what that means. That's when they get snipped.
Smell that.
That's when they get snipped. So they're making all kinds of cutting off weenie jokes and all kinds of shit.
I feel like there's more adult jokes than child jokes.
There really is. They're more floating along.
But the jokes aren't like...
They're clever jokes.
You didn't get them because
they
you
don't
were
come
a
out
kid.
and say them, so that makes it PG.
That's
Insinuate. Or what is it called? I'm losing my memory here.
Sorry, folks, about the chips, but we're all hungry.
I just got home from school.
And this movie wants us to eat chips. Now, this is great.
Oh, my God.
They insert the cat.
I remember this.
They insert the butt. Now, the other day I saw a commercial.
But that's not what cats' butts look like.
I know,
but it's funny.
Their butts are just like...
Yes, I know. Now, the other day I saw there's an actual T-shirt that's advertising that has 3 inches of extra fabric in the back to get rid of plumber butt, which I always heard is carpenter crack, not plumber butt.
It's an elephant in the sofa.
I thought it was just a butt crack.
Yeah, it was cute.
There's a kid in our grade that literally, whenever he sits down, you can see his whole butt
She's
crack.
a total redneck stereotype too.
What's the music they play in the background? Don't they play like...
It's becomes like banjo music.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like them Duke boys are just good and out of town.
Thanks for the help.
My name's Cooter.
Who's a couch mechanic?
I know, it's like, what in God? See, look, we're even cracking up. We're barely watching. We don't hear it. We don't see
so
it.
Dumb. I love it. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he does say that a lot.
I love it. I love it.
Oh, my God. Do you see...
Oh, yeah.
What's his name?
The wire work.
His shoes are like... Look at them.
I can't see them.
They're sports. They're like basketball shoes, kind of.
They're like... I don't even know.
I didn't see.
We signed the
But he's doing wire work, right? They're like,
them?
they're kind of long. That's kind of like on the... if you've seen the, Cat in the Hat, he had feet like that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I made a rhyme.
Is she wearing those like frilly socks? I'm guessing.
I think so.
Well, the barrier's already been
And,
broken.
like, those,
Why
like,
doesn't she
dress
just
shoes.
Why is the cat in the bowl now?
The cat.
The
The fish.
He can talk.
I like the flashback to this. This one right here. Fired. Because he adds his own echo.
Yeah.
I thought that was brilliant.
Fired.
I'm just your garden variety 6'2" talking cat.
Why is the toilet paper pink? Aesthetic.
Why not?
That's bad for you. They
How's
say
it
that's bad for your...
Oh, she's wearing exactly what she said
butthole.
she'd wear.
The what do you call it? They say the fragrance or whatever, not the fragrance, the color could be allergy producing.
Really?
Yes.
I saw on
That means
Amazon
producing allergies.
toilet paper, and every single thing square was imprinted
Judas
with
Priest.
Obama's face.
Why is there a band
That's
in
terrible.
here?
That is horrible.
What? Wait, what is it?
That's horrible.
Toilet paper, and every square was imprinted with
In
Obama's
a bad
face.
way or a good way?
That's terrible.
I don't know. I think it's just supposed to be funny, but
It's not funny. It's horrible. Sorry. I wouldn't even do that to Bush.
Why not?
Because.
What if they meant it in a good way?
Yeah, sure. If you got to go through that much, if you have that much vitriol in your heart, something's wrong.
I'm surprised they're allowed to make that.
This guy's just stealing stuff from their house.
That's called the First Amendment, sweetie.
I know, but don't people get arrested for
Well,
No, thank God they don't.
consequential isn't a consequential. What's it called?
Yeah, you're responsible for the consequences of your actions,
yeah.
but no one is going to arrest you for doing it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Only
People are
if
allowed to think you're a bad person.
If it harms other people's health, it does in some way.
Just as much as they're allowed to think you may be funny. Ha ha. You know? It's like we've always taught you, kids. You're responsible for the outcome that you provoke. Ow!
Yeah, that's painful.
Cats aren't supposed to land on their tushies.
Oh, sure. Now you tell me.
Yes. Now you're reading the RTFS.
That's why it's there.
Oh yes, this is it. This is
the
another.
best one.
This is the one that we used to always quote. This is the because now he duplicates himself, and yes, he becomes the guy from the infomercials in the 90s.
The guy in the sweater who has
He
all
looks
the
like Guy
obvious
Fieri.
questions.
See, now this is
That's my favorite joke in the movie.
yeah, it
looks
really
like Guy
is
Fieri.
because this guy was a stereotype in those infomercials in the freaking
Oh my God.
in the early 2000s
The guy in
and
the
the
sweater who
90s.
has all the obvious questions.
Yes. And this guy too.
I'm so
And he's so horribly, he's such a bad. I will end you.
Oh yeah, and they cut the tail.
Anything. Anything. So we were enjoying all the bits of this wacky wackadoo kind of movie.
I really have to see.
It's the Cupcake Anita.
This has nothing to do with the,
Yes, no, it
the
doesn't.
plot at all.
It's a segue. It's a segue. They're making. Why were they making cupcakes?
Anything.
I think you just said, "Do you want to make cupcakes?"
Because Sally wanted to make them.
Gotta pee.
I'll get
No.
you like a bloody
Yes, you
accent.
can. Just take your headphones off, and won't take the mic with you, so we won't hear you tinkle. Oh no! Now it's just me and Monkey Boy.
Why? You don't like that? A fire extinguisher.
Yes. I like the laugh button.
Close the lid. Astounding product. Oh yeah! He reminds me of the Kool-Aid Man.
Yeah, that's true. Oh no, we're dead air here. We're falling into the trap of watching
No.
this stupid movie. No!
Well, I broke the dead air with my bag opening.
More quick, come back. We're falling into the trap of watching the movie, even with no sound.
Well, entertaining.
Maybe we should have Maura do sign language for us.
Yeah, it's really entertaining on the
Sure, if I
podcast.
mentioned, I will end
He's
you.
about to chop off his own tail.
Yes.
She just
Now, this is brilliant here. I used to get such a kick.
Wait, but which one's the real cat? Is that one the real cat?
Doesn't matter.
They're all a real cat.
But like in the storyline,
Doesn't
It
matter.
doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
I'm pretty sure. Okay.
Here we go. Hang in there, baby. You guys used to love that too. Hang in there, baby. That's so funny.
Shit.
Ah. I'm just saying we have a case. Choo, choo, choo.
Joe, so, nah.
Conrack. Condor.
Condor.
Now that's my name. That's a good joke.
Oh.
Those are very fast jokes.
I
Oh
like
no!
the color. That color is
You
pretty.
know what's coming.
No.
Here it comes. And remember, I told people to pay attention to the setup before.
Wait, what part is this?
We got to get something to wipe up all this mess.
Oh. That's not
He
possible.
should be dead.
Whatever could it be that he's going to use? I'm a girl.
Damn.
What's her name again?
Sally.
No.
Oh, I always forget her name.
What was she in, Elsa?
A lot of things.
A lot of things.
She was in, I don't know,
A
stuff.
lot of
This guy's
things
a
and
superhuman.
stuff. There it is, Mom's dress.
This cat's a superhuman. You just
And
hit him
Mrs.
with his
Kwan,
tail.
here
and
we
he went
go.
flying across the house.
That's Mom's dress.
Could you just wash it? Like, honestly.
Nah, that's probably.
Here we
too
go.
much.
This filthy thing, you ruined it. Here we go.
Ruined it.
It was ruined when she bought it. Hey, that's racist.
How is that right?
I don't know.
It's like a black lady.
I don't know.
You're racist for thinking that.
I know. I'm kidding.
Roasted.
Is that double races?
You're racist for thinking
I double
thought
racist
that.
on your racist. All I know is I just think this movie is silly and good.
Wow.
And good.
You're true.
Silly and good.
Very fond memories with you guys with it. Maybe it's just because it's nostalgia.
Well,
I remember just always go, oh yeah!
it would have been funny. It was funny at the time.
Oh my God, it's Thing
God,
1, Thing 2.
no.
Now they're disturbing.
Yeah.
There's something very strange about these two.
Because
They're asexual.
I think it's more like
The
Uncanny
face
Valley.
Yeah, I think it really is too. I'm with you on that because you look at them and you go, "What
are
are
they
they?
human?
No, it's more like, are they male? Are they female? Are they human?
What are they?
This is
What-
a very popular Halloween
dogs?
costume. Dogs.
And nobody.
What
Ew!
are they?
Oh my God.
And they like impose.
Okay, no, those are girls.
The voices are digitized. Yeah, they're definitely girl characters playing those things.
Yeah.
But very flat-chested girls with no dicks.
They're probably
well,
like
girls don't
5
have
years
dicks,
old.
so that makes sense.
Yeah, well, what?
Duh.
Chocolate Thunder. Oh,
Yeah, that's a very funny joke. Here it comes. I think they even put it right up there. It's like, here we go.
Thing A.
Yes. Here we go. A super thing.
Thing King.
Chocolate Thunder.
Ben.
Ben. Or Ben.
So I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna look up what are Thing 1 and 2, just to see what Wikipedia has
As in
to
who?
say. What do you mean?
Probably me and more.
As in Whoville?
It will say me and more.
I
I
bet
don't
you
know.
they're related to the Who's in Whoville.
Probably. They look like it.
I don't think Seuss conjoined his universe quite like that.
Yeah.
I think he just made everything look stylized. They also say that Dr. Seuss didn't particularly care for children.
Really?
Yeah, they say he could write good books aimed at them, but he was like a stuck-up Brit.
Nobody
Really?
likes kids. Who likes kids? Not me.
You do too.
No, I
How
don't.
about your cousins and stuff? You do great
They're
with
good.
kids. You
They're
guys are
good.
great with kids. Oh,
Some of
stop.
them are annoying.
Some kids are annoying?
Oh my God, yeah. That's a given, though.
Some adults are annoying.
That's because they're in high school now.
I think more adults are annoying.
Yay. Mom, dress.
Hey,
doing
Lisa's
so
about
loud.
the dress.
So Maura has a boyfriend. We can
No, I
talk about
don't.
that. Yeah, you do.
That's weird.
You're dating a boy, are you not?
No.
You've gone on a date, or
Yeah.
at least one date with the boy?
2.
That would be dating.
Yes.
More than one date would be dating.
Uh-huh.
That would be a true fact, would it not be?
Fine. Okay.
So you're dating a boy?
Sure.
What's this boy's name? Just first name.
Tommy.
Fred?
Yes, Fred.
Fred.
Bob?
Let's call him Fred.
I just
Let's
said
call
it.
him Fred, Bob, Tommy.
Bob Downey, yeah.
Okay, so Fred, Bob, Tommy is from a different school and a grade older.
Oh, wow.
He's a sophomoric jerk. No, sophomore. He has sophomoric humor.
This is not a senior.
Yeah, I'm gonna date a senior.
Yeah.
No, please. I think that'd be too big. Too
Yeah.
big for you.
What's the
Look
point
at
of
him.
dating a senior? You're not gonna see them ever again.
Yes. Well, you don't see
Because they
this
can drive
guy
you
'cause
around.
He's from a different school.
True.
You only get to see him on weekends.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
And if you get to see your friend Jen.
Wow.
We should hook Cameron up with Jen.
No, I'm trying to set Jen up with one of my friends because they're the exact same person.
You have a friend?
Did you see that?
Yeah, look at that head. Oh my God, Mrs. Kwan. It's like a surfboard.
She's dreaming about kung fu politics in her
Yeah.
dreams. Kung fu politics.
Is your friend of Jen's a boy or a girl? Because nowadays you never know.
The one, Jen,
Klondike.
the one I want to set up with Jen is a guy.
Yeah. Okay. Just making sure. You never know in the fast lane of, Morris County. Who's zooming who?
Fast lane in Morris County.
Yes.
Sounds like a TV show.
Who's the boy?
Where are the chips?
Ryan.
Ryan's Hope?
What?
That was a soap opera. Back in the day, yo.
Hut, what?
Yes, they're playing football with a dog. See, the thing want to think to turn the place completely wacky. All hell breaks loose. When thing want to think to, now we need the MacGuffin, which is the lock for the box, which breaks the cat's dimension into this
Kojak.
dimension.
Klondike.
Yes, now he explains the conundrum. They have to get back the lock.
Or else bad.
They're not even
things.
trying. Why don't they just sit on it?
That won't work.
Why not?
Because they would have to have someone else go get the lock.
That would be wacky, wild stuff.
That would not make the movie fun.
Okay, what about this? Herka-durka license, herka-durka registration. What is that? Uncanny Valley weirdness. Herpa-durpa license.
Is that like a Team America reference?
No, it's one of the... Well, kind of
They say
is.
in the movie.
Yeah, like the things.
When they have to
I
pull
know,
over,
yeah,
what's his
yeah.
face?
They add their own, like... Yeah, and it is kind of like herpa-durpa. What is it? Durka-durka jihad, the herka. Yeah, it's kind of like that. Oh, yeah, the murder joke. Dun, 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 dun. I think I made this on you guys earlier.
No. But you guys both had opinions.
I think the message... I mean, we're a little early to sum it, but is that give movies like this a chance, because you never know. You may have a family goofy classic on your hands, one that your family will enjoy for years to come.
I don't think that many people hate this movie. The only time I've talked to people about this movie is that they like it. I've never heard somebody say that they don't like it.
Well, critics are dumb.
Yeah, it could be that thing where you guys are 14,
Ew.
you're 14,
That's
Cameron's
disgusting.
17.
Is that fake or is that real?
That's prosthetic,
Okay.
but it's supposed to seem real.
It looks pretty real to me.
It doesn't because the stomach stops and then he's flat.
I like that it's like misshapen. It's
Yeah.
not quite round.
That doesn't look right.
It's like oblong and weird. Look at his
They're
teeth,
not
eh?
allowed to do that. They're not allowed to just walk in. Oh wait, did he say come in?
Yeah, he said coming.
Oh, never mind.
The repo. It says repo right on the back of this. You don't even think of a world where Dr. Seuss. You know, it's so nice. You wouldn't think of Dr. Seuss repo guys. It's so, like this introduces this very dark reality into Seuss's world.
Yeah, this is too real.
Mom's at work, busting her hump, and he's at home,
Being a slacker.
just like me.
Yeah, but you're doing this.
Yes, it's true. Smart kid. Condor.
That's not me.
Camdor.
Ew.
Camdor.
Camora.
What's so ew?
My dance teacher calls me Morena.
Ew.
That's ew.
It's gonna stick with
Ew.
Oh, yeah, that's how you know it's fake right there. And it farts, grunts.
I'm glad that the sound is
barking.
down.
Oh, this is great.
Oh my god, this is the part with the hoe.
No,
Oh, yes, the dirty hoe?
Yeah.
That is a
You
good joke,
dirty
too.
hoe.
Yes, and he actually has a hoe in his hand.
I was thinking when he got hit in the nuts.
Me, me, meow. Oh, yes, that's coming up.
He's on the swing.
That's classic.
Oh yeah.
Lowbrow humor. Hey, it's Emo Goldfish.
He's very pessimistic. Long word.
He's annoying.
Yeah, I don't like
Yeah.
him. Why is he still alive?
And I wonder
God.
if he's the
It's
same.
a fish.
And I wonder if he's the same voice as Humberflube.
It does. They do sound like
I
similar.
I can't hear the goldfish. I
I wouldn't be surprised. Sometimes they do that. Like an actor will take multiple.
Yeah, they
roles.
seem similar.
Especially with a movie
no.
that's just kind of. Watch me fly, kids.
This is where he gets hit in
That
the,
run, I like that run.
Yeah, hitting the nuts.
It's like a 2 foot tall fence,
I don't think the little girls even try.
and he's 6 foot something.
I like later. He's like, something inside me says, "Let the little kid drive." An even louder voice.
Exclaims.
There's the dirty hoe.
Time to die.
Dirty hoe. Oh, that's terrible. See, all of that's very adult.
Stay still, too.
Yeah, the
That's
hoe
funny.
standing up. Ooh, hot dogs.
I'm hungry now.
Me too.
Should we ask Mom to bring home hot dogs?
No, I am.
Oh, you do? Where?
I'm gonna make them later.
Oh.
After the movie, I'll make myself some hot dogs.
And me.
And screw you, kids.
Oh, okay.
I don't want a hot dog.
You do or you don't?
Nah.
No, you're not a hot dog girl.
I like hot dogs.
I need some food.
You hot dogs or hamburgers?
Hot dogs.
Yeah, me too.
Those look good.
Yes, they do, because we're hungry.
Because they're barbecued.
That's why we're eating all these damn
But
chips.
they look, because they're barbecued. Oh my god.
Yes,
Oh my god, this part.
The cat pinata. Nice setup for the whack in the nuts.
Who would buy
now,
that? That's
kid,
freaky.
This kid who's like the kid's party, I don't know. This kid has been playing a kid for way too long. You wonder if he has some sort of genetic disease or something.
Who?
You'll know him when you see his face because he's been on a lot of those Nick shows. You'll see him.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
They just kind of saw him a little bit. Yeah. Him, right there. Right there.
That looks like the kid from The Visit. And he's Australian, so I don't think that's him.
No, it's not the kid from The Visit. He was on a lot of...
Ow.
Right in the balls. Swami's there.
The unicorn's so pretty.
Yeah, they cut into some the platters or whatever. Lionel Richie. Okay. Now they're going to hit him more.
Don't question the screaming cat.
Yeah, and the balls. They should.
When I first saw
beating
a cat,
that kid
bald.
stupid.
Can you blame him?
Stop eating chips. I'm going to eat them. Ha ha ha.
Well, they're mine, so you can't eat them.
Oh, Mrs. Kwan. Oh, no. Dead air. Don't do that. No.
Oh, my God. Ew.
Ew, yeah. They're so disturbing looking. Oh, my God. They're like, they really are the Uncanny Valley. Like, maybe that's why people give the movie a 10%.
They're humans, but not.
Just because of them.
Yeah, just them. And Mrs. Kwan.
Mrs. Kwan's funny, though.
Ew.
It has to be a girl. She's doing a split.
Yeah.
Yeah, no man can do that with anything in between.
Yes.
That's not a split. She's
open.
not even close to a split.
Yeah, but it still hurts your balls.
Really?
Yeah. Sorry for saying balls.
Hey, it's cartoony eyes.
That's actually a pretty cool little thingy thing. In the movie.
Search and rescue.
There's a clubbing scene with a weird cameo.
Oh, yeah, it
in
does.
this, too.
Oh, yeah, because the cat hates the dog. Oh, yeah, and Paris Hilton was in that scene.
Yeah. It was your way to ruin it. Way to ruin it.
I'm sorry.
You ruined
It's
it.
a
You
very
gave it
important
away.
part of the movie.
Yes, very important. It's like important to the plot and everything. I don't even know why she's in it. Other than,
There's no reason.
Just to stick a cameo in there.
What?
Yeah. Paris Hilton.
Paris Hilton's in this for like no reason.
We're birthday buddies.
Cameo. Oh, you in Paris?
Yeah.
Are you really?
Yeah, I have a lot of nice people on my birthday.
Is she nice?
No, not like
She
no.
was pretty.
She's not one of the better
She has
ones.
She had a certain something.
Do you know that Kim Kardashian used to be like her stylist?
Really?
Yeah, you didn't know that? And then Kim Kardashian became famous, and now
More famous than Paris.
Yeah.
Almost at the same thing because they both started out as, what do we call it? Night camera sex tape stars.
And they also both had somewhat famous dads. Didn't Paris Hilton have like the dad who did like it's like the Hilton or something?
Well, Kim Kardashian's dad was
O.J. Simpson's lawyer.
Yes.
Was he?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
One of them. Oh yes, the slow. The super hydraulic infantry transporter, which is the shit. Oh, quick to the slow.
Oh, no.
Great jokes. Oh, no, the kid's going to say shit. Don't let him say shit.
Even if he does say, he won't know what it means.
I was originally going to call it the See You Next Tuesday.
There's nothing faster than slow. That's backwards. It makes no sense. Look at you. I'm just going to say everything.
I was originally going to call it the See You Next Tuesday.
I don't get that.
You don't get that?
Oh, yeah, I get it.
Oh, look at the kitty. So cute.
He has a little sunroof for his hat.
Vagina.
Okay. Wow, that's some skillful driving.
That's an amazing looking car.
Oh, they shouldn't have that. Do you know like those cons that have like every single like?
That car looks too
He
realistic.
pissed on his burrito or whatever.
The car looks too realistic. The warning label, it like doesn't match the location. It's annoying
you
me.
whizzed on my taco.
Actually, I think it sort of does. You don't
It's
think
annoying me.
You don't think the Thunderbird fits in?
No,
With the
like the inside of the car. It doesn't look right. Like when
Gotcha.
he was doing the, and it had like the warning thing.
It's
Kind of like the traffic light right there. Which has no earthly place.
Now we sound like critics.
Yes.
The set design does not look perfect.
10%.
Let the
10 out of 10.
12-year-old drive. Now we can all drive. There we go. That's the louder voice.
12-year-old drive.
Yep, I like that one. I like that joke. That was a good joke. See? I'm just commenting on the jokes that we can't hear. This is awesome. I am commenting on jokes that we can't hear.
Where'd you get the hat?
Look at him doing. It's like so not driving.
I'm driving, right?
That's like grandma's interpretation of driving.
No, she's like this. This is how she drives.
As if you're pulling two curtains.
You barely even move the wheel when you're driving, except for when you turn.
know.
Wheels. It's so dumb.
Herpa-derpa license, herpa-derpa registration.
I like his.
Oh, look, I got the brakes!
Look at his wheel for a
Good
second.
thing that the brake has a big novelty brake written on it.
Yeah, I wish that's how real cars were like.
Yes, you need to know where that is.
Yeah,
You could just like put a post-it note on it.
you can, but it's not. Doesn't feel authentic.
One-way street, all screaming, truck horn blaring.
Yes. Thank you for giving us stage direction.
Do you know where upstage is?
That's a good joke, too.
Do you know where upstage is?
Yes.
Where is that?
It's to the front of the stage.
No. It's to the back because stages used to go like this, so then it'd be like up.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, whatever.
And down stage is at the front.
You know where stage left is, right?
If you're on 5. Oh, right on left. Sorry.
Ow! I like how he has the chains. And the club.
Yeah.
And the Thunderbird.
I like that car. I want that.
I wouldn't mind one too, but they're 2-seaters.
I wouldn't care.
2-seaters, V8s.
People can get in the trunk. Is that?
That's not legal.
They might even have a rumble seat in it. I'm not even sure.
How do they all fit under there? Wait,
now, this is one of our favorites also.
Yeah.
Because he's going to do the
Wait, I don't remember this.
large size novelty pen.
Oh, yeah.
The flatulating zipper-zoo or whatever. He actually, get away from me. You used to get a kick out of the fact that he says, hippie freak. Get away from me, you hippie freak. I prefer canine American.
You're ruining it.
See,
but so good.
See how you guys are like
so good.
Because there you go. There he is.
This is what people are actually like.
Yeah.
like that guy we met in New York.
Yeah.
Acid spitting zim.
You know that's like in some fucking like Dr. Seuss book somewhere. Oversized novels.
That requires.
That requires.
That's my favorite.
Right
that's
on the
my
pen.
favorite.
Right on the pen.
That's my favorite joke. One of my favorite jokes in the movie too.
I'm uncomfortable with the dog word. The D word per se. Look, he's got his pierced.
Yeah, I was just about to say. I noticed the piercings,
just
like
like
the septum
Allison.
piercing and stuff.
Just like our friend Allison. He's all.
Yeah, I like how the cat doesn't like the dog, like in the movie, because it's like
what
real
idiot.
life.
Yes.
Baldwin's an idiot.
Yes. Well,
I wish this is how stores actually look.
It's all very
much
meta.
more pleasing to the eye.
Well, yeah, it's Now,
I
why
never
is,
understood that.
Yeah,
What's
like
squirrel
where are
problem?
they? And why are they going in there and just like, oh,
to get lost.
Now we're in a rave.
And why is everyone wearing the Cat in the Hat hats? Nobody knows.
Because they're in a rave, and I guess
Yeah, but
in raves like that was sort of a thing at
There
the time.
she is.
Like you could buy your novelty.
She has Sally hair that makes me
She
uncomfortable.
looks cute there. A lot of makeup was done, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Make her look pretty. Oh wow!
Dag,
Look at what's the guy with the chicken suit there?
Where?
Yeah, I see him.
See him? Chicken soup.
I couldn't see him.
But they did wear Cat in the Hat.
Oh, he looked weird without his hat there.
And
Ew. He had a bald spot.
why is there a wedding topper on that house?
Yeah, what?
That
It's
place?
probably like a like,
party planning place?
Yeah, maybe, or like
Event planning?
or like wedding
Wedding cakery?
dresses and cakes. and
Yes,
stuff.
I guess so. Giant shoe. What do you suppose they sell there? There's the lock. The extra special. We got the MacGuffin.
What's a MacGuffin?
That's the word for a thing that you have to get in a movie.
It's not the
okay.
right hat.
Oh, yeah, okay. Where's that from, though?
It's usually like a dramatic term or a general term.
there
What's the MacGuffin that you
Is
have
there a
to
reason
get?
why it's called MacGuffin, though? Is that for
I have
any reference?
Nope, don't know.
There was no actual reason why he needed his real hat, was there?
Well, there has.
We don't know that it's not his
like,
real
it's
hat.
Like, it's like Miss.
No, he just said it.
It's like Miss Poppins, Mary Poppins'
Yes.
purse or whatever.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It does special things.
But then it doesn't. But then it does.
That's it. The opposite.
That's right, because now we get to be like, what was it, at the end of G.I. Joe?
What?
Knowledge is power.
Oh.
Wait, that's not a 2-seater, is it? Or is that? Even...
Oh yeah! I don't know if you
They're
said it
just,
there.
like,
I'm just
sitting
guessing.
in
G.I. Jose.
G.I. Jose.
Are they just sitting in the back or like?
Yeah, with no seatbelts, no
Yeah.
nothing.
Who cares? Who cares about
Now this
6
is the
feet?
mother of all messes. This is like, let's see, early 2000s CGI.
What is
Ugly.
that stuff? It's supposed
goop.
to be anyway.
It doesn't look
Scoopity-goo.
real. It's supposed to be mess. It's supposed to be whatever's leaking out of the Cat in the Hat's universe.
Bad stuff.
Herpa eyes.
Coming up. I wonder what they're going to write on the screen.
Now it's not. It's gonna come up, and we're gonna be underwhelmed.
Yeah, why'd they leave now?
Let's go, Chaka Thunder.
They're gonna go pull them over for the Herka license.
Sorry. Oh, here we go. Yeah, that's right.
Ha.
Here we go. I've been waiting the whole movie. Just to,
Really?
no.
You like it that
Or
much?
I just,
Appa registration.
Appa registration. Mecca
What?
your one hot mama.
What? I don't remember that.
Mecca.
He eats it.
Mecca, your one hot mama.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember that either. That one slipped
Maybe
in
you
under the
can't
radar.
understand
Maybe your one
him.
hot mama.
Oh my God, Kat, what are you doing?
Thank you for hitting on me, you sexless man-woman thing.
I'm sure. I think it's funny how they don't even notice how like
If
that's
I pull
not
down-
a human.
If I pull down your pants, do you have anything down there?
Yeah.
Thing? Will you have thing 1 or thing 2 in your pants?
That was a good one.
Thank you.
10 out of 10.
I think they're just creatures, like animals.
Little Miss Cup, she is a pood.
She has nothing to do with the movie. Other than
That
she's
too.
a cat.
This is when once
She loves to get on podcasts.
once like
that
the
too.
the like scene like changes like
Hi,
and
Miss
the
Cat.
paper comes down, it gets creepy. Like that whole thing freaks me out.
Oh, when he falls into the toilet.
Yeah,
or whatever.
that's
This right
so
here?
realistic.
Oh.
I don't remember it being that bad.
Judas Priest.
What?
Mother McCree.
Mamma mia.
Judas
This
Priest.
part's weird. This is when it gets
This
weird.
is the mother of all messes.
It doesn't even look that messy.
I know. Looks kind of fun.
It's
It
not
just looks like a
even the
different
house.
universe.
It's
But
not
now
even
they
the
have to
house.
ride the Mrs. Kwan.
Adulterate. So then he goes, blah, 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 corn dog.
That's right. Now he's corn dog. He's gone from Conrad to corn dog.
Slow evolution of his name.
It's a devolution.
Devolution. Some would say it's an evolution.
It's a devolution. It's just like it's a dystopian name society.
We're talking about that.
No, but my teacher told me that it's always based in the future.
Well, so
Well-
is utopian.
Well,
Yeah.
the future, if you mean the future by the future of now, not like
Future literally
The
in the
future is now.
the future of what time you're in, not the future.
Let's ride the
as
Kwan. This is very disturbing.
in- Yeah, it is. Do you know she spits it out when she's asleep?
Yeah, I know. They're riding on an old
She's a functional
on an
sleepy.
old Asian
She's
lady.
a functional sleeper.
No more big government.
No more big government.
I thought she spelled her name Quan, not Kwan.
Yeah, it looks weird. Quan's a funny
Hit the
name.
Quan.
No,
Hit the
How
Quan.
does she spell it?
Kwan.
Like
Oh, wow.
swan, but with a K.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I didn't know that.
Hey, look, a chandelier.
I would have went with a Q also.
Yeah.
Q-U-A-N.
Way on.
They should. No, you know what? I'm
Hey,
I'm
the
gonna,
toilet
I'm
is
gonna
flaming.
pitch an idea. I think they should do like a Disney ride or like some sort of
Like
water
this?
park like this.
Oh, yes.
That's a good
Well, they
idea.
even make the thing. They make the
Yeah,
joke coming
they
up.
can do
Like at Universal Studios.
Yeah, they should do this at
Right in
Universal
the middle of the
Studios.
ride.
Well, they make the joke coming up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right there. Hello.
Ching.
Cha-ching, yes. Cash in. I wonder if there was a... no, because this movie was at 10%. That's why there was no Cat in the Hat
Thanks,
ride.
critics.
I think that they should still do it.
They should
Hit
have
the
re-release. They should re-release this the same thing in theaters and see if anything.
Only if this becomes a cult classic.
Is it not a cult classic?
Herpa-derpa license, herpa-derpa
I
registration.
survived the Quan.
The barf bag. I like how it just says barf bag on it.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Like one.
It's not like air sickness bag. It's not. You know, they don't try and play it down.
Barf bag.
Oh, yeah, this is
call
when it
a
gets-
spade a spade.
This is when it gets emotional. Right? Intense drama.
Oh yes, that's right. You have to let me go to save you.
Yeah.
For me to save you.
They
have to
can't,
let
like,
go.
die. Oh, wait, maybe they can.
This is the Flash. They can't go back in time
Yeah.
and fix it.
Why is he not doing
Still haven't
anything?
seen that yet.
Because he's a lazy fucking cat. Look at all our cats.
Look at him back
But he
right
is
now.
tall. He is big.
You can do it, Conrad.
Now,
Condor.
wouldn't as soon as he locked this up, like the house sort of reform, and therefore she would be outside of the house? Because
No,
the ceiling is not quite that high.
Well,
See, watch. Now she's like, what, 8, 10 feet up, 20, whatever she's up. He puts that up. What, they have 6-foot ceilings. Oh, see how they did that?
And then it reshapes.
They made it all kind of weird.
they made it readjust.
Yes. Posto facto.
Science.
I don't know what that means.
Science.
Science.
Oh, no.
Weird science.
Oh no. Well, that's you can't. And then nothing happens in the outside.
Yes, because don't worry. You thought that I was gone.
That is impossible.
But you didn't know I had another song to sing.
Is that from Elf?
No,
It sounds like you were doing the
Uh,
but I'm here now, and I love you.
Ma-
I love you.
Is that
I
what
love you.
Ooh, should we have done a commentary to Elf instead?
I was watching that
Let's
the
do
other day
that.
I love you.
at
I
like
love
5
you.
a.m.
Love you. Oh God, I don't think anyone's going to sit through that after
We're
this horrible
here now.
commentary that we did for
But
Cat in the
guess
Hat.
what? I love you. I love you.
I love you.
But people actually like Elf.
I like Elf.
I'm in a store and I'm singing.
nobody
oh
the
my
best,
God.
the best part of Elf is like to me the opening 15, 10 minutes, whatever
To
it
me,
is,
it was in the city.
where he's like, nobody bakes cookies in a tree.
No.
when Bob Newhart
Yeah,
is like
yeah.
describing like how he got Elf,
Yeah.
I think it was
how he got Buddy
when he was in
Sorry.
the bar or in the place where it sends all the mail.
Yeah. Oh, or when he
Is that syrup?
yes, when he drinks all.
Apparently, syrup in spaghetti is actually good.
And who else?
Not for you, just like good in general.
Who else was in that? Was what's her name?
That lady, I forget
The
her
one
name.
from
Zoe's
She was
Yes.
in Back to the
No.
Future.
Zoe Deschanel. Yeah.
Oh wait,
They-
that.
they
Oh, I
Chanel.
was thinking of the mom. The mom was in Back to the Future 3.
That's true. She was.
Mm-hmm.
Back to the Future. That's
and that guy.
Mary Steenburgen.
And the
And
dad.
James Caan, the
Yeah.
most miscast father.
Yeah.
He just seems like a jerk.
Yeah.
He was a jerk.
Yeah, but he's like, he almost seems unredeemable. Even, it's hard to explain. He seemed out of place in that.
You think so?
Yeah.
I thought it was good.
He seemed too old for that kid's dad.
Oh yeah, he was
Maybe.
definitely.
He's
old.
like a grandpa.
Yeah,
I'm this kid's dad. I'm his father.
and he yeah.
No Christmas.
No Christmas for you. But you know who else was in it? Kyle Gass. It's about a bunch of asparagus.
Oh my god, that was so funny.
We're worried about how their pee smells.
Yeah.
They're self-conscious because how bad their pee smells.
Yes. Call me Elf. One more. Hey, look who else is in it.
Oh
there.
yeah, the guy from Game of Thrones.
Tyrion.
Dinklage. Have you seen that show more?
The Dink.
No, I never watched
Watch it. It's good.
Yes. Game of
I don't
Thrones
know
is
if
awesome.
it'll be Morris thing.
Isn't it inappropriate?
Who cares?
You're 14. You can handle it. You're in high school now. You're dating.
So is
You can handle simulated
Orange
sex on TV.
Orange is the New Black. Or what are you saying? Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've watched that a few times.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's good.
Orange is the New Black. Yo.
Do you know anything
I like
about
the
that
theme
show?
song. Bye. My God.
Little Miss Cup, you are mean. Well, I do believe we're starting to get towards the end here.
Oh no, the worst part of the movie's coming up.
We're at the end?
Smash Mouth.
Oh,
what?
That's right.
What?
Smash Mouth was like in every bad soundtrack around this time too. It was in Shrek.
What song? Oh my
it was
God.
In this. It was and they do a bad cover of a Beatles song.
Yeah.
They do? I don't remember that.
Getting better all the time.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Instead of, hey now, you're a rock star, get the game on. Hey. Like, oh God, please get away from us with this.
We don't have to hear it.
Please,
so.
here we go. See, now he starts singing his own song before we have to listen to those guys.
Yeah, but it's better. Funny, the song earlier in the movie was better than Smash Mouth.
Yes.
It's more entertaining.
So, it's not unironic. The name of their band is what everybody wants to do when they hear them.
Yeah.
Is smash them in the mouth. Stop singing. Smash. He's got his lawyers there. Oh, that's right. To explain the legal conundrum.
When they learn from their mistakes.
Yes.
It'll all be okay.
Everything will be all corrected.
Dandy.
But if it was like the autocorrect on your iPhone,
I turned that off.
It would be screwed up.
I turned off my autocorrect and I turned off my automatic capitalization.
Ah.
Because I don't like how it looks.
And because it messes up a lot. Ew, freaks in chairs, in big wheels.
In chairs.
Freaks in big wheels.
This is very resourceful. How do they do this?
Filling me up with your
Well, it's
rules.
funny because like the house is
I've
like.
got to admit it's getting better.
If you look at the house, hey, stop. The house is made of lath and plaster still.
I have to admit it gets
No one
better.
makes houses that way anymore.
Better.
Stop.
Better, all the time.
What were you saying?
It assumes that they made this house with lath and plaster, and no one has done that in forever.
Why?
Because they have something called
doing the best I can.
drywall.
Oh.
Which is the drywall boards that they put up now.
Yeah.
God, it's getting better.
Stop.
It's getting better.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
The song is good, just not when Smash Mouth does it.
Yeah.
Hey, it's a fat, sporty band. Hey, show up at your sporting event because they're non-threatening.
It's trendy.
What song would you rather them do that goes with this?
That's a good question.
Exactly.
How about? Why don't we just put the Beatles original version in?
Is
Can't
it?
get their copyright rights or whatever.
Yeah.
Hubba.
Those
What?
are shoes.
I know. It's not the shoes. It's the leg.
Oh my
It's
God.
the leg connected to the shoe.
Oh wow.
Just like with Tay Swizzle's leg
Oh my God.
connected to her shoes.
Okay.
Hey, a little better all the time.
It's getting better all the time with Tay
It can't
Swizzle,
get
right?
No worse.
Yo?
Yes, I admit.
I don't
It's
think
getting
she's
better.
that pretty.
It's
You
getting
don't think
better.
Tay
Bye.
Swizzle's
She's
that pretty?
pretty, just not like.
Oh, that's right. Recently, you're more a Miley girl, aren't you?
No. I
The
don't like
sexual
Miley.
freak that is Miley
No,
Cyrus.
Nah.
She'll sleep with anybody, you know.
Nicki Minaj.
Even Dad.
That's where it's at. Ew, stop.
That's gross. Just because you're Southern.
Isn't that frightening?
Do you know who Jenna Marbles is?
Yes.
YouTube.
Her and her boyfriend Julian, they always do videos, and they act like he plays the dad, and she's Miley.
Doesn't she have a podcast now?
Yeah, she has a
Anymore?
podcast too.
Doesn't she have a podcast?
Yeah,
Podcast.
They talk about conspiracy.
Podcast.
They talk about conspiracy.
Hey, what's a
theories,
podcast?
and it's really
That's
good.
funny. Nice product.
Jenna Marbles. What's the name of
product
her?
placement.
What's the name of her podcast?
I think it's just Jenna and Julian.
Okay.
I meant
Check
you
that
were-
out sometime if you're bored.
It's good.
Oh, we were
They
paid
do
for that.
conspiracy
If you
theories
wanna hear
sometimes, and it's
Kids
great.
that my daughter think
I
are
love
funny.
conspiracy. I don't think they're funny. I like their conspiracy theories.
There
'cause
you go.
they-
Conrad, Condor, Convex, Sally. Dear Sally, dear Dick.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think that the moral of the story here is that when you do commentary tracks with your kids, they're not going to be very good.
Screw
Because
you.
everybody gets sucked into the movie. You guys just talk about whatever. But you know what? It doesn't matter because I wanted to sort of let the audience in
There's another leg for you. Did you miss it?
on life with my little bubses, my kids. And
The children were angels.
yes,
Ew.
yes. There's some more legs for me. Thank you very much.
Ew.
like he just came
Oh my
from
god,
me.
when he sneezes.
It looks like he just came from like a paintball game or something.
Yes, exactly. It looks like a Nickelodeon slime thing or whatever.
Oh, like he got the crag or whatever the hell it was.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay, stop.
I
Deborah.
forgot.
You have to poop?
I have to pee again.
And a giant cat, of course. Humberfloob.
Cat. Tell her.
Hang in there, Maura. The movie is
Larry.
almost over.
What?
And then we can...
My neck hurts.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You know, you'll rest that off when you go to dance.
Whenever we do crunches and dance, that's what
So how
hurts.
did it feel to
My
be
neck
part
hurts.
of the 100th episode of That Man on Fat Man, and it had nothing to do with Kevin
Mediocre
Smith?
too.
Amazing.
Mediocre too, okay. Well, it was nice that I don't know that you guys have ever been on That Man before. I know you've been on Bone Crushing Juggernaut once or twice, but it has been a while.
What was the show when we commentaried Back to the Future?
I'm pretty sure that was Bone Crushing Juggernaut.
What?
You weren't there.
Yeah, it was just Maura and I. We did Back to the Future 2. We did a commentary.
You didn't do one?
No, we did 2.
Did you
She
really?
never saw it, too. That was the cool thing. Like, she was seeing it for the
That's
first
why I
time.
want to do Star Wars.
Star Wars is too
commentaries are
long.
actually better if people have seen them.
That's why we should do Star Wars.
And everybody has commentaries on Star Wars.
Star Wars is...
Yeah, it doesn't mean anything. 'cause-
Nobody had a commentary on The Cat in the Hat.
No, I
I don't even think they had a commentary on the fucking movie itself.
Well, because it was so bad.
The DVD
Exactly.
somewhere.
Such a
No,
bad.
Brian Glazier didn't sit down and do
Joan,
this with
Joan,
his weird
Joan,
spiky hair.
Joan. Got to stop.
Well, there you go. We get the happy ending, folks. Everything's wonderful.
We can do Rick and Morty with more.
We have a horrible
already seen
racist
it.
stereotype
You've seen
in the
Rick and
movie.
Morty?
We
Yeah.
have
I
Rick
didn't know
and
Morris
Morty's
seen
funny.
Rick and Morty.
Yeah, what's not to see? It's hip. It's cool. It's
When
every.
did Morris see that?
Everybody
hip,
loves
it's
it.
cool.
Everybody
Trendy,
loves Rick
hip.
and Morty. Blech. Come on, Rick. You gotta get down here. Come on, Morty. I need you. Blech. It's the bottle. You gotta hide it right up your ass. You gotta put the seeds right up your ass, Morty. You gotta just break down and bite it.
That's a nice dress.
Yes, it
I
is.
can't put them up there anymore, Morty, because my ass is too loose now from hiding all the seeds.
What happened? Oh, I thought it just froze.
Wow.
Wait, why is
And
there
they-
like a thing?
The irony.
Now they all
I don't like
bounce
the
on
peplum
couch.
on the dress. It's ugly.
The pablum?
The peplum.
Yeah, you're right. I don't like that either.
Do you even know what a peplum is?
Is that the like tutu or whatever?
Yeah.
It is? The chiffon.
Sure.
See, I know what I'm doing.
Good job.
Ooga. Now he goes deep voice, and we find out that he's been the announcer the whole time.
Uh-huh.
So smart.
I bruised my hip bone. In case anybody cares.
Now I believe we get some. I don't know. Who's he talking to on the way out here? I forget. Is he talking to the fish?
The things.
Oh, the things. The freaky creatures of
The night.
God. Should have their heads pulled off and strange dog, boy, children, things.
They're not dogs.
Creepy.
Cats.
But now the
Animals.
clouds are pink.
They're probably cats.
I dig the clouds. The clouds are looking cool with the swirlies and
Yeah.
everything.
I wish we lived in a world where clouds really did look like that.
The sky looks pretty a lot here. There's a lot of times where it's like orange and pink.
Herpa-derpa license, herpa-derpa registration.
The cat.
Mike Myers.
He was the fish. He was the fish. Look.
I was right.
Hey.
He's also Humberfloob. Yeah, I was right. Hey, how about that?
Wow.
And I never knew that.
Impressive.
Until before.
I'm impressed, Dad. Good job.
I'm not surprised.
There you
it did
go.
Sound similar.
So there you have it, folks. I hope you enjoyed this very strange and offbeat. Most of you probably turned it off by now. That's fine.
Screw you.
If you dig up a copy of Cat in the Hat, this will,
probably at least 50 cents.
This will at least give you a second go-round for your money's worth. So if you bought it or rented, that you paid the money, then, this will inspire you to...
I'm sure it's not more than like $5.
Go through it a second time. This was a family classic in the Holden household. It's part of our love language. It's part of our holiday history, our collective mythology, if you will. So
Stop.
I'm just trying to figure out a way to riff through most of these credits here.
It's not working.
Are they singing? Like, what? Everybody just hold on. What is this? Is it a song? Is someone talking?
I'll cry and throw in a towel.
Are we singing through more fucking bad Smash Mouth songs?
Oh, let's
Wait,
hope
let's read the music credits at the end and see how many Smash Mouth
Come
songs
on,
there are.
come on, come on, blah, 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 blah. Hang on, hang on, da, 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 da.
Oh my god, stop. Oh, is that the song? Is that the one from this?
I don't know.
Catch a tiger by its tail. Hang
on.
Get up.
God, they suck.
Go on.
They
just
suck.
Hold on.
They became like the... we have a shitty soundtrack. Let's get Smash Mouth. You know what I mean? They became the shit band go-to soundtrack band. They were like let's see.
Magwarried. Wow.
It's like, oh, wait, Hootie and the Blowfish are over. Let's go get Smash Mouth.
So gather around, I'm here to stay.
You'll
never make everybody's day. Wow, those lyrics. These lyrics are terrible.
Please
Catch
don't,
the tiger by its tail.
I'm kidding.
No.
Hang on.
Everybody just get on.
Go on. You guys are somehow more annoying than Smash Mouth.
Everybody just hold on.
You're
Hold
killing
in.
Vagina.
How long are these credits? I want to see the music.
Vagina.
I want to see
Pa. Poopy.
Sounds like One Direction.
Poopy and
I'm
doody
offended
caca
by that.
poop. Thank you.
Oh, you'll get over it.
It's because I'm retarded.
Hey.
Do you have 47
Hey, wow,
chromosomes?
full circle.
Hang on. I honestly don't know how many chromosomes I have.
You probably have the normal kind.
Dad, do you
Hey,
know?
Maura, when you're dating, don't get crabs.
Why would I get crabs?
Ew.
Oh, I get it. I thought you meant is that the joke? Like when you go out to dinner? Was that the joke or am I just stupid?
No, I was overthinking it, I guess. Or maybe I was underthinking it. I don't know. But whatever. You outthunk me.
No,
Yukiko Ushiwata.
Does that make your
As you would
breath
say,
stink or something?
Touche.
No,
don't get crabs because I don't want you to get crabs. Like, that's a sexually transmitted disease. It's an STD.
No, it's actually an STI.
STI.
Shut up. It doesn't matter.
What is that?
Mr. Siegel told us it's a sexually transmitted infection.
Yeah, I guess that is, yes.
Isn't that like the same thing? Who cares?
Matter. No,
nobody's going to say STI.
A disease insinuates that's permanent, I guess.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Okay.
Infection makes it sound not as bad as it actually is.
Yes, actually what it would be is an STI, a sexually transmitted infestation of your pubic hair.
Oh, no.
With crab louse.
Ew, that's disgusting.
Yes, when you put it like that. That's right. Little insects are crawling around in your pubic hair, making it home and eating your flesh and blood.
Sounds nice.
Yeah.
It's just lice, but
hey,
right?
Here's what's even weirder.
STI
but I think there was something weirder. I remember a geneticist or read this somewhere, might even be America's Library, Wikipedia, that the pubic louse is closer to the gorilla. So it means the implications are that somewhere along the line,
A monkey had sex with a gorilla.
Or a human.
Oh no!
Yeah, like
Ew.
natural hair lice are different, and that crab lice are more closer related to gorilla lice.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So the
Not great.
the genetic implications are kind of scary.
That's so funny.
It means that man had sex with an ape.
Well, it was desperate times. Call for desperate measures.
No.
If you're
You're never going to get that desperate.
If you have,
Hey, well, genetically, they've also discovered that.
Hey, wait.
Whereas they used to
Well,
think
if you-
that hang on, they used to think
Hang on.
that they used to think that what do you call it was dead end. That Neanderthal man was dead end,
Smash
but they
Mouth?
found out that no,
Smash
that's
Mouth?
not true. That we do carry Neanderthal DNA in us, which means that yes, Homo sapiens and Neanderthals did interbreed.
I'm not surprised.
Good to know.
And if you're European like us, or Asian, but not African.
I'm American.
But not African. Chances are you don't have
I'm American.
America. So does that mean you're a fascist?
No, I'm not. I'm not Donald Trump.
Funny how that word has made a comeback. 2003. All right, folks. We very much appreciate you listening to this. We hope you've enjoyed this very
Bad.
unnormal
Bad.
100th episode. But
Bad.
this was a nice bonus. We've enjoyed doing it. Say goodbye, guys. I'm Scott Holden.
Bad.
Bye.
Who are you guys?
I'm Maura Holden.
And
You already know my name.
what is it?
Wow.
Cameron Holden.
That's Condor Holden.
Mhm.
And we'll
Condex.
catch you next time.
Bye.
Hope you
I
enjoyed this
probably won't be here next time.
this fun episode.
Bye. Bye.
See you later.
See you later.
All right. Well, there you have it. We're going to call this extended show a show. We're going to leave you with our normal closer and say that, hey, if you stuck all the way through the show and you actually watched The Cat in the Hat along with us at home, then you are definitely smart and good.
You're like you are definitely part of the family. Because you're like one of us.
Yes, and it probably means that you've seen The Cat in the Hat before, so much so that you would actually watch a commentary by nobodies about it or from it throughout it. Well, we were just fanboying out on it and enjoying our love
It's
of
fun.
a silly movie that became part of our family lore, even if it's a 10% Rotten Tomatoes loser.
Is it really?
Yeah,
it's
it's
that
really bad. Yeah.
I really thought it was funny. I
Yeah.
really thought it was a good
I
movie.
really think it was sensibilities and expectations, which is part of the reason I liked it, because my expectations were low and for a different film. And so I was pleasantly surprised at laughing many times throughout it.
Well, see, and like you said,
I like the
there
fact
was-
that like it busted on the fact that musicals suck, and and that kids really don't like them. Like the joke where you get the option of 1,000 painful injections through the abdomen,
Yeah.
or a musical number, and the kids are like, "How many shots? How many shots?"
Who directed that movie? Do you know?
Now, there you go. I can't remember the gentleman's name, but it seems like what he really was, he's a production designer. He has done a lot of design work for tons of movies, which makes sense because that movie does have a very specific style and visual
Oh my God,
sensibility.
there's so much visual.
It's Dr. Seuss. It's supposed to look like Dr. Seuss. So it makes sense that I wonder if, and it's Brian Glazier was the producer, who's a big name, and you might not know who he is, but if you saw him, you'd know him. He's got very spiky, straight up brown hair. He's, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
You know who he is. So he's a famous producer. So it's one of those cases where I think the producer sort of drove more of the picture than the director, because he only directed a few things, and I can't remember his name for the life of me. But a big time
Bo Welch.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, he's a babe.
Look at his credits for art production or whatever it was, production design. They're huge.
Really?
Yeah, he's worked on tons of stuff. He only has 3 directorial credits.
Ooh, he's a
And why this matters, I don't know. But
no, but I just wanted to know who the director was.
yeah. So
And I wonder how much input he had on the script.
Wow, he had a lot. Land of the Lost?
Yeah, he's
Thor?
worked on tons of Thor. Yeah, exactly.
Men in
I was
Black?
looking at his credits, man. His design credits are through the roof.
Wow.
He's like in on lots of stuff.
Batman Returns, 1992.
Yeah, and he's got a long career. So
Edward Scissorhands. Oh, I see that. Edward Scissorhands. I see that.
so he's much more. So his design work is obviously.
Ooh, Joe versus the volcano.
Yeah, another. Yeah, he's
Beetlejuice.
He has a very long,
Wow,
a long tail in the industry. Just his directorial stuff.
He was nominated the award for worst director in 2003 for Cat in the Hat.
Oh, poor guy. See,
Cat in the Hat.
we would love to have you on if you hear this show, sir.
We need to have you on.
His name Bo Welsh. Bo Welsh. If
Bo
this
Welch.
ever makes it to you, we love that movie, and we would sit here and suck your dick
We'll
for
wax you all day. And you know what?
Oh, for the Cat in the Hat.
He's
So
60
you're more than welcome to ever come on this show.
He's 64. He's like a babe. He's cute.
Because
You're
we
cute,
loved
Bo.
it. And you're about,
I like
and you
you.
just heard, fans out there heard how much our family loves this, gets a kick out of this film. So
Yeah, I like Bo.
there you go.
You're my man.
He's smart and good too.
He's very smart and good. And I loved the Cat in the Hat.
Yes. So for the people who love the video of the show, sorry, this week we went old school. Of course, this is up on YouTube because you're watching it there now.
And
it's
if you
just
choose,
an audio file.
If you choose not to listen to that part, just listen to us.
Yeah, there you go.
But we would like you to listen to all of it.
So until show 101, we hope you enjoyed this episode of That Man on Fatman. And if you've listened this far, we know you're smart and you're good.
You're smart and you're good, guys.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
get him, that man.